Last time on Just Roll With It, the search for Velrisa continues as it devolves into a search for trees. The Fated then traverse through the Great World Tree, finding some interesting allies, but more importantly, the whereabouts of Velrisa. They also find the perfect gift for Val. And with the day still ahead of them, and a lot of tasks at hand, the Fated, well, they're gonna just roll with it. Where we last left off, Velrisa still being captured somewhere, the party starts looking for options, ways, things that could help them, things that could get them even a hint or even a step closer in the right direction. One of their first immediate thoughts is, well, we're looking to do something that purely can only happen by the means of magic. So why not talk to the one and only guy we know who only knows things that are magical? And by that, I mean the walking, talking magical skeleton. The friendly face of Quinn?
Face?
Doesn't have a face.
Exactly. That's why it's friendly.
Face?
It's friendly face. It's like, it's a face.
It's
hard to tell. It's hard to
vague.
tell any sort of friendliness about a face when there's no real muscle tissue. But I digress. You guys go to Quinn's Magical Emporium once more, looking for any item that can help you just locate a tree. Most of the time when adventurers go into these magical shops, they're looking for a wand that shoots fireballs. They're looking for a cloak of protection or invisibility, boots that let them climb up the walls or fly through the air with grace. But our adventurers come in looking for something that can locate a singular tree. Just
When
a
you put
tree.
it that way, I feel infinitely worse.
I feel better.
I also feel better.
No, I love it. I love it. It's honestly great. I think it's unique and it's funny, so it's completely understandable.
Well, that's our character dynamic, baby.
Unique and yeah. So, moving forward, you guys somehow do find your way into, well, you find your way to an object that can possibly help with this this ailment. You find an ancient branch of an old mythical tree known as Yggdrasil. And with that, the party altogether for the first time traverses out of the material plane for only briefly in what feels more like a history lecture than anything else. But you traversed your way through a land of ancient Nordic beliefs, ancient Nordic followers and deities. You guys meet Ratatoskr, a very highly energetic, manipulative, and quite evil rat bastard of a squirrel, who does help you, does assist you with what you need to do to find this tree. And with his help, you move down one of the long, mile length branches of this great tree, and you find yourself standing up in the clouds, high above the sky, somewhere over the compound that is holding Velrisa. Looking down, Taxi being the most perceptive out of the current party, eyeing around, looking down for any signs of nature, plants, vegetation, any kind of flora that can help get Velrisa out of there. And he does see, just vaguely coming out, these dark, gnarled, twisted branches coming from a grate. He saw there is some kind of tree something with branches underneath the compound, but that was the closest he could tell. But he had eyes on it. He could see it, and that's enough for the spell.
I can see it.
And with that, you guys turned and you came and you left the same way you got there. A long road back through a tree branch. That makes a portal, so it's not a long road at all. But moving on to Velrisa. Velrisa was still very dodgily moving through this compound. Monsters, creatures on her back, these large, spiked, grotesque guardians barreling down the hallways, looking for any sign of her. Tension is high, stress levels elevated. Mentally, Velrisa's probably not doing too great in such a stressful situation, but she trudges on, she pushes forward, and she manages to make her escape. Finding her way out of the dark dungeons below, upwards into a more residential looking area, she finds bedrooms, bathrooms, wardrobes, things she hasn't seen, things she hasn't been accustomed to in a little bit. She used this opportunity, being back at ground level, to make her escape out of the compound. Make her escape out of the compound. She jumps from a balcony, landing hard on her feet, forgetting that she has a cloak that lets her fly, and then remembering that she has a cloak that lets her fly, and going back from landing on her feet to back into the sky. She flies high into the clouds above, shots of spears and harpoons being fired at her from the autonomous creatures below. She still makes her way through the thunderous clouds, through the stormy night. She makes her way out of the compound, while our brave adventurers going shopping. You guys buy a couple of items here and there, a couple of things you need, not really, things you don't need. Trinkets, odds and ends, fun things, bits and baubles.
Things we need.
But a very, 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 may I say, much needed pit stop.
Just
in the land of Shitsville, this was a much needed pit stop. Even though you guys sat around for a bit buying these items that some of you questioned, are they really necessary? No, but you wanted them. You're the fated 5, the fated 4,
And we
currently.
get what we fucking want.
But you've got money, you've got fame, you've got some sort of fame about you that is starting to outweigh the infamy.
Soon we'll have tree powers.
With positive mindsets, you look towards magical items as an outlet to stop your depression with tree powers activate. But with the shopping spree over, the stores are closed down. COVID is moving through all of Ingress.
Oh no.
We are going to move on. We're going to move back into our present time. We're going to move back into where we currently are.
So I had a question.
Will that be?
Just real quick. So remember how you said when we came back to the tavern, it was, what did you say, like 10 minutes later or 30 minutes? What did you say?
It had only been about 15 minutes since you left. 15, 20 minutes. If I remember
15
right.
minutes.
Around
right.
there,
And
maybe even
would,
less. But yeah.
Would that, like, where would Velrisa's timeline line up with that? Because
You're not, you wouldn't know. Mountain doesn't know. You have no idea when that happened comparatively to you guys being up in those clouds. You don't even know if being in those clouds you were in the real world or not. You have no perception of how time moved to you in this other plane comparatively to Velrisa.
All right, boys, we're redoing the episode for real this time.
Oh boy.
So, coming back into where we are, you're all standing there. Onder is there. Chirp is there. The good doctor is there. Both of them have just arrived recently. In fact, during the 15-minute or so interval you guys were gone, they both appear to have entered the tavern, and the doctor is currently having breakfast over at the bar. You guys look around. Other than them, the bartender, and a few of the maidens, there is nobody else in the tavern. It is empty. So are the streets. Anybody who's out and about seem to be on their way towards the castle for the king's delivery speech that is happening soon.
We didn't miss it.
Who would like to lead? Okay.
What? This makes the most sense for you to lead.
It does?
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
Wait, what?
Because your dad's going to give a big speech.
You've also been super, like, dodgy about wanting to go to your father and like give him the hammer.
Also, don't forget that everybody
maybe
has the items that we got. Make sure those are all added to your inventories.
Oh,
and
don't
whatnot
you
from
worry.
Last
Oh,
episode.
yeah,
Just making sure.
yeah. I'm pretty sure I have everything.
I throw a tree match right in the middle, and that's how we start.
I like it.
Think about how that goes with transport via plants.
They're small trees. They have to be big.
They're big
I
enough.
kind of forgot
once
like
they fully
what we
grow.
got that was gonna help us locate Velrisa,
Full grow. That's pretty good.
and that's why
They can take
I
a while.
kind of forgot.
It is good.
We
for, like,
hey
coming back.
Bisley, we had
if they grow to 6 feet and start growing again. they
so
should be
we
good.
know that there's a plant there, and Onder has a gem that lets us transport via plants.
Okay. So
So we can-
what we did is we looked down on it and we saw a tree. that
Yeah,
we could,
so we have the
Your dad
information
needs
and
the
we know
hammer.
that there is a tree. Yeah.
Your dad still needs the hammer right now.
and the last bit that we heard from or like at the end of the last episode was like where I thought you guys just left and then it ended.
Yeah. So we're basically still there as if we didn't really do anything.
Okay, I can lead it in.
Yeah, you guys are all just at the tavern again after everything that happened. You bought your magic items. You came home. You have the information you need to get to Velrisa, most likely.
Plant needs to be of large size, but if you want to rule it that the tree of matches works with it,
Just dive
The
through
tree of
just
matches
dive
will
through
work
head first.
if you roll max on the die. So it starts at 6 feet. That would count. Once it grows a little bit past that, it would be enough for it just has to be big enough for a party to be able to walk through. So
Yeah.
being 6 feet, that'd be big enough for everybody in this party to make through a portal.
agreed.
Yeah, so-
I would say if it hits 6 feet. yeah.
Mounted short.
Everybody in this party. Well, I mean, Onder wouldn't fit, but if you rolled a
Roll
one,
on the
yeah,
die.
it'd be.
Mountain could make it.
Mountain charge.
Speaking of mountain, lead us in when you're ready.
Guys, I don't think we've actually been gone for that long.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Oh. What time do you think it is? How long?
Onder's very, very heavy boot fall walks over to one of the small windows and looks up towards the sky. It looks to be about 7:45.
I check a clock like a civil human being.
There are no clocks in the tavern, as clocks are not a common thing.
I check my pocket watch that's on my character design in the
You
second
have that.
arc, and I say, it is actually 7:46.
You have that because you are a magical. It is a magical thing. In this world, watches are a magical creation. They're not
Yes.
scientific. We don't have those yet.
Oh,
Imagine. I do not
don't-
stare directly into the sun like some sort of fool.
People who don't know how to magically tell time or anything, they have to look at the sun or look
Burn
at
their eyes.
sundials. Because clocks do not exist.
So we've
yet in
only
this
been
time
gone
period.
for like what, 15 minutes? 20 minutes?
seems like it.
I'm checking
Yeah.
what's our to-do list. We have talk to the king before he gives a speech, but we gotta get on the move
Looks
now.
like
We have to
looks
get
like
out
people
there.
are already kind of gathering up there, so we might have to be quick.
Does he need
No,
something?
Should we not go get Velrisa? I mean, we know where she is
Well-
now. We know how to get to her.
I mean, I know what he needs. Stupid. We have to give him the hammer so that he can get the speech. To get them on
Yeah.
our side,
And
right?
also,
Quickly.
is going
we-
after Velrisa without the assistance of the entire kingdom. We're storming a place. Like, I'm sure they have a lot of
No, you're right. Let's
guards.
bring the
Well,
hammer.
Come on, it'll be
don't
fun.
do
Maybe
it.
you can help your dad out too with the speech or something.
Yeah.
You can
let's-
stand by his side, and every time he says something, you can be like, "Yeah."
I'm pretty good at speeches. If you guys need like a ghostwriter, actually,
Are
I'm
you-
terrible at giving them. I can write, not terribly.
It's fine.
But we should do this
Yeah,
quickly because
let's-
we really need to get going.
Of course, right. You're right. Let's head on. We don't have.
I double
waste
my
now.
speed.
No,
boy.
I do that. You don't do that yet. I haven't taught you how to
know.
do that. You have
How
to
do
run a
I
little bit
learn?
more. 10 more kilometers a day.
Damn.
All right. So you guys
Then you
heading?
will see.
Yeah, we'll head to the. I'll lead the way to
Can you
the,
please give Br'aad that
castle.
skill?
I
if
have to learn it.
teach
I
him?
have to learn it.
What?
How
Doubling
to
his
double my
speed?
speed.
Well, I mean, technically everybody can double their speed. It's just the ability to do it again.
It's,
Everybody can dash.
It's got a
Yeah, you have a
feline agility.
Yeah, that's a backseat feat where you can do it as a free action as well. Meaning you can just dash twice in a turn like fucking no one's business. If you were a rogue, you could do it 3 times.
3 times.
It's action dash, bonus action dash, and then you can use a free action dash as its backseat.
Or if I had a billion legs.
Or if I was a centipede.
That's true.
All right, you guys make your way back to the Castle Tagendor, where the king is about to deliver his speech. You guys are let in through the front gates as you push past the crowd. Small crowd gathering, only probably about 20 to 30 people right now. As I said, almost entirely, probably about over 90-something% of the crowd is Warforged and dwarves. Nothing else. There's not a lot of any other race, really, it seems, in the city. But all the Warforged wearing that same sort of basic, very desert-themed attire. Half cloaks over the shoulders, hoods, things like that. Very just small adornments on their bodies that don't really need to be covered up as they're not natural. But you guys push past everything, moving over the drawbridge and into the castle to meet with the king over the overhanging second floor balcony that looks over this castle wall. Walking in, you see.
I was gonna say I'd turn
before,
if that's fine.
Yeah, that's why I was giving that time there for somebody to say as we're walking if they wanted to. Go ahead.
I just want to like turn him out and be like, how do you think it's gonna go? Like people, or is he gonna like get like real gruesome and be like, I have terrible news? How would you handle the
I'm
situation?
not sure. How would I handle it? I don't know. I probably wouldn't speak to a large group and like that. But I mean, they're dwarves. They'll probably just yell about glory and honor and get all riled up and maybe throw shit.
Sure, but that's kind of just. I mean,
sense.
I'm just actually curious if this was you up there. You're not the king. You didn't have to be, but if you were, how would you do that? Would you just walk up there and be like, kill things, or I don't know?
No,
just wondering.
I mean, it would have to be a pretty grand speech. I mean, we're talking about killing the queen of a matriarch.
Yeah,
it's not going to be an
I
easy
don't know
one
if
to
he's
move.
gonna leave that in or not.
I guess.
I don't know either.
I guess I'm glad I'm not royalty.
Well, you totally are.
Yeah, but you are though.
Maybe we put on like a big old show, Br'aad. He gives a speech, and if they're not like, they're on the background, then we just go kabam, big
Taxi, that is an excellent idea. I will begin the preparations, regardless of what takes place.
I don't know if I meant it like that. Incredibly.
We shall
serious,
rally the people to our cause.
It was just an idea.
The
I didn't mean
council
to
has
spark some
decided,
What was the council?
and so it shall be.
Now it's canon.
Let's just let the king handle the speech and all that comes with it.
We'll back him up.
And then
That's what
afterwards, immediately afterwards, directly following me.
Yeah, sure, fuck it. Go ahead. You have a song? Sing a song.
I'm working on the song. Taxi, you want to back me up?
I have some very minimal musical knowledge, but yes, if whatever helps us get this done as fast as possible, so that we can get going.
This is definitely the most
Velrisa could be dead.
efficient
We don't
way.
even know if she's in there. In the stronghold.
And on that awesome note,
Let's continue. But yeah, you guys head up to the second floor, the room with this balcony. It seems to be before these very large set of double wooden doors that have glass panels all the way up and down. They're very tall structure that lead to the balcony. Right before those, this room seems to be some sort of strategy room, planning. There's a very large circular table covered with different darkened maps from time and age, different daggers and flags stuck into them. Across the walls as well, you see the very same diagrams, naval maps, ground maps, all these different locations of nearby areas. You even see on the table a map that seems to be very heavily sketched out, the upper view of where that cavern was you guys went into very recently. But walking past that, you see the king standing there right before those two large double doors, just kind of talking to himself, breathing in deeply as you guys enter. He doesn't even seem to notice at first.
I'll just call out.
Ragrim.
Hi, yes. Oh, hi.
We've returned. I mean, I guess for you we weren't really gone, but
Return? Did you leave the city?
we went to fucking what was it, Asgard?
something like
It
that.
doesn't matter. Valhalla, something.
Bloody
like that.
hells! What?
Don't worry about it. Are you prepared to make the speech?
I think so. If I'm not lying, I'm kind of nervous.
Well, I can imagine you're trying to convince the people to go against the queen. It's not going to be an easy task.
I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, no, and then I give him bardic inspiration.
I just imagine he's looking down, like twiddling his fingers. Br'aad walks up, puts the hand on the shoulder. For a second, he thinks it might be Mount and his son, some sort of something sentimental. And as he looks up with hope in his eyes, it's just Br'aad, very straight face, stoic, just. No, and then behind him, it's just sunlight and beams in, like a nice natural soft glow as he feels inspired. Wonderful.
I know a thing or two about being nervous, and this is something that you, a king who should be. I mean, I'm assuming you're very valiant and courageous. You can totally do this. I could do it.
Right.
That means you could do it. I could definitely do this.
You could do it?
Of course.
Taxi, it's his wife.
So?
It's just the.
What do you know about love?
It's just the fear that.
Wait, I didn't mean to say that.
There was so much baggage in those few words.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. It's just a bad time.
To be honest, I'm just trying to say things to get this, moving. We really need to save her, and I really want you to give this speech and get it over with. I'm so sorry, Solon. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't. Catherine's still here. She's real. This is all not canon.
No, that's okay. That's okay. It's just the hole's getting deeper.
So, will you need the hammer?
Yeah, it'd be nice. It would help quite a lot, I think, actually.
All right, pull out the thing.
I reach into
Br'aad, the
Mountain's
thing.
bag and pull it out. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yes,
do I
your
have
Highness.
it?
Yeah,
You put it in?
the whole-
I thought,
You do.
no, I don't.
I didn't
Yes,
put it.
I know.
I didn't put it back
It's
in.
in-
I didn't put it
lost-
back in
we've
live
lost
clock.
the
I didn't put it
hammer.
back in live clock.
Did we take it out of live?
Yeah,
Oh.
we did.
Oh yeah, okay, then I grab it. Sorry, I thought it was still inside of the fucking.
Somehow.
still in live clock.
No, I'm pretty sure you guys did take it out. You took it out, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
We took it out. Mountain had it last, so it's literally on the side of his bag. Okay, here it is.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh, here. What?
Yes, the payment for the and
that's not even
I
what I was
slowly move Mountain's hand back. Yes.
The king already reaches his hand out and starts slowly taking it back out of more puzzlement than any sort of insult. It's just,
You owe us quite a deal. Exactly what Br'aad is saying. I don't even know. I was going to mention the big grand reveal of the hammer.
Ooh, how do we want to do that? How do we want to handle that?
It's already
Well,
out.
first,
I
not give
don't-
it to him first. We have to actually prepare.
Okay. Well, do you want to?
Okay, hold on, everybody. Hold on.
Do you have how do you reveal a hammer? He's seen it before.
Let's all huddle around. Let's all huddle around.
Br'aad makes a big image of the hammer
Okay,
above.
hang on. I got this.
Big spotlights from the back, from the bottom.
Just 1 second. And I start doing this, everywhere, getting it set up. You can't see it all yet. It's gonna be awesome. And I'll turn around. I get the hammer ready. I pull it out.
Ta-da!
There it is. Oh no. I accidentally made a fart noise instead.
What is going on?
uh-oh.
Hold on. No, I think it'd be better if you pulled it out from behind his ear.
Oh, you want me to?
Magic trick. It's magic.
Maybe we handle this.
No. That's a really no. I have a better idea. I have such a good
better
idea.
idea.
I cast animate objects on the hammer. Can I do that?
Are you gonna bring it to life?
I'm a big hammer and I'm dancing around.
You see, I don't feel like you actually can, but I kind of want to just let you.
It says it only works on non-magical objects.
Yeah,
but
it's a very magical object. That's why I'm I think you're supposed to, but I kind of want to just let you because it's funny. But no, you cannot.
No, wait. So I can or I can't.
You cannot.
All right, then I just hold it in my hand. I'm a big hammer. and
Yeah,
I'm
he's
dancing around.
dangling it around. I'm a big.
I'm a
No,
big
I
hammer.
meant big image that you do.
Listen, whatever, just
How about
hammer, give us our money.
When he reveals it to the people, we do a big thing. But right now it's low key.
Okay, but is it gonna be a fart sound
No,
again?
that would be not funny at all.
That would be.
That would totally ruin it.
Yeah.
Definitely do the fart sound. Here's the hammer.
Well, I think you should, if you're trying to.
Thank you.
Well, hang on. Let's talk about
No,
payment first.
We can talk
We
about
did
it
lose
later.
a friend for
He's
this.
literally telling the kingdom to kill his wife. I feel like maybe we can worry about it later.
Shouldn't we do some sort of like big reveal?
I already have the money ready for you in the treasury. We can go there after the speech, and I will give you all single-handedly your payment.
No, we'll just come back. We can come back afterwards because we need Velrisa for that, anyways. It's fine.
Aye,
It's okay.
Anyway, I must converse
Good
with
luck.
the people.
I believe in you. You can do this.
I fear that things won't go too well. This kingdom's been in matriarchy for over a generation now.
I'd lean over.
If the kingdom is as noble as you say, then they'll follow you.
Also, we're too far to turn back now.
Aye,
Yeah, that's
you're
it.
right. Well, are you staying up here or are you going down there for the speech?
Like stand behind you.
We can help with our heroic presence.
I think that
Yes,
would
just-
help rally the people a bit more. Yes, having
stand on,
having
like,
those
the-
heroes standing behind strong presences like yourselves.
We can stand on the balcony and look cool.
I mean,
We can look
stand
so
behind,
cool.
but don't stand in front of me. They won't see me.
At this point, the doors
I'll hold you up.
at this point the doors come open to the room. The doors come open and a guard kind of comes in hurriedly over to the king and starts whispering something into his ear. The what? And he looks at the rest of you like really puzzled. Like, we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it. Just, send him a message back. Tell him we'll get back to it.
It's just a rumor. We didn't actually do that.
And he looks.
That wasn't us.
That was not. We would.
What
never
are you
do
guys
something like
talking
that.
about?
I did not do that to that man, that woman, or that child.
Wait, Br'aad, what are you?
What are you talking
We weren't
about?
even here.
He just. We'll discuss it
that
after.
one.
We'll discuss it after the speech. Aye.
Wait, what? What did I say? It's a force of habit.
No, Taxi, we gotta work on your fucking people skills.
I have a lot of those.
And with that, the balcony doors come open, filing out the king first, and then the rest of you standing in a horizontal line behind him, looking down among the people. You see the Warforged, the dwarves alike, the occasional human and elf. Even you see a tabaxi.
I wave immediately if I see him. Just
He
small wave.
he looks up at you very timidly and gives just kind of like a small little hidden grin in a very
I do one of
slight
these.
wave.
I wave at the children who I performed magic for in the streets and that liked it.
Yeah, the kids. There are plenty of children. Some of them up
Yeah.
on the Warforge around some of their shoulders.
I know the
to
ones.
get a better view.
Sonin sees the guy that you tried to persuade into his religion.
And I cry. I just sheepishly look away.
I want to examine the features of the king while he's giving the speech.
He
Like, just kinda
walks
look
up and puts his
and
hands
moves.
very firmly onto the banister of the balcony and looks down at the now upwards of hundreds crowd, looking towards all of them.
Sick.
He goes, Togindor. No, my people. We live in dark times. But this isn't the worst we've been through. Not as people and not as dwarves. But it won't be the worst we go through either. So I know that what I'm about to tell you will be grave. But it's something that, if we hold our numbers together, if we fight with our neighbors, with our enemies, if we cut those ties of evil and we bring our bonds closer, we can make it through. My people, we have been betrayed. And at that point, you hear a lot of gasps come throughout the audience. A lot of murmurs begin to arise. echoing throughout the otherwise very quiet and empty streets. You go, silence! Silence! Allow me to finish.
I have an idea.
Oh, and that scares me. That scares me.
No. You'll see.
The king looks to the people and says, we have been betrayed by the queen. To this point, the small murmurs burst out into shouts, yelling, arguments in between people. A lot of talking happening. The king doesn't raise a hand or yell silence this time. He kind of just looks down for a few moments, biting his lip, looking down at the banister. And then after about 15, 20 seconds or so of this chaos,
I cast Major Image and make a huge bust of the evil queen so that everyone can see what he's talking about. And it goes, wow, and then there's letters that say very bad. Yeah.
The giant mirrored image of the queen comes across behind the king, almost like a large billboard, and the whole crowd once again gasps. The king himself kind of is taken aback as he looks around, as he looks over his shoulder back at it and goes, thank you, Br'aad.
Just working the crowd.
Queen Mira has betrayed us all for the sake of power. She seems to be tired of just ruling us, and she wants to rule more. Will we be used like puppets? To which a lot of mixed yells in the crowd, and some other people yelling mixed things that fall behind the shouting, but it seems to be a sort of overarching no. To which he responds, I do not want there to be violence in our streets. The queen was what kept us together, but no longer. She is not a member of our crown. I will not allow it from this day forward. We are disestablishing the kingdom that we have, and we are rebuilding. No longer will we be forced into a matriarchy. By the gods, I don't even want this to be a patriarchy. I just want us to live in a world where the good people can rule.
And now it's a big fucking hologram of him pointing at them, and it says you.
Okay, cool. Very cool transition.
Yeah.
I want to step up to the mantle once more, like my grandfathers before me. I want to take our people, our good people, and save us from this travesty. We are stronger than this. We are not mere puppets. We are Tagen Door! And with that, you hear a very,
into the air.
and with the thunderclap, almost time synced up completely with it, you hear the entire crowd, one large, "Hoo!" come out of all the male dwarves as he yells that. And then you can, and at this point, you see as he grips a hard hold, a very hard hold against the banister. You can see the whites of his knuckles coming through as all of his stress is just being poured into balling his fists. He grits his teeth.
Don't stress.
And he says,
Oh my god.
That's the end. We peaked.
I know I don't have all of your agreements. And I know not everyone will believe me. But in due time, the truth always comes out. And in due time, we all will heal. Spend this night. Join your brothers, your sisters, and drink and merriment. Be happy. Be proud of who you are and what we have. Leave the rest up to me. And then he gives one very solemn bow, and then he pounds his fist hard against his chest to a sound of very rallying applause, but you can hear some boos and other murmurs and yells put somewhere into it. But the overarching applause is definitely what echoes through the streets at this moment. And then right before he starts to step away, he puts one of his hands down and he holds up the warhammer that you guys gave us, that you guys gave to him. He holds it up high above him, and the entire crowd falls silent.
God damn it.
And he goes, "For the kings and the queens that we've lost before, the men, the women, the children, the heroes, even the bastards, to all the dwarves we've lost before, and to the ones we'll lose in the future, let's make it the best damn life we've got." And then with a much more loud cheering and applause, he turns, slowly just dropping the warhammer to his side, and he walks past all of you guys back into the room. And the crowd continues to applaud. At this point, a lot of their eyes all avert from the king directly to you, to all of you, as you still stand there, and they continue clapping and cheering, some kids pointing.
I look at Mountain. I told you this was coming. Go on.
Hey, Mountain, you want to say some words? Mountain, you want to say some words?
I got it.
All right.
What he said!
The crowd goes silent.
What he said!
The crowd goes silent. And then they all start cheering again.
They turn around and walk.
I believe I casted Druidcraft around the entire city.
Of course.
At one point, and I just want to use the staff to there's something grow the plants more. I would think should just go. As you stand there, Taxi, as you begin to exit as well, you tap your staff a few times against the ground of the balcony, and as you do, a pulsating yellow glow begins to move through the hanging vines that fall off the side of the balcony, and as that growth, that pulsation flows through them, flowers, small little white petals begin to bloom off the sides of the vine, starting from the top and moving all the way down towards the people below. All right, I think that was a success. Let's go save Velrisa.
I need to do something cool. I'd like to crowd surf.
Okay.
You guys are currently about 50 feet.
Yep, jump
40, 50.
Don't do that.
Sylvan
Don't do that.
Swan dive.
Sylvan finally gets the demon out of his body. First thing he does, swan dives off a balcony.
Wait, no, that's so fucking funny. I want to see if I have any spell to help you. Hang on. I'm serious.
Okay, I'll do it if you do.
The spell might help him, but I don't know if it's going to help anybody he lands on.
I'm thinking. Hang on.
So I hope he lands on only Warforged.
What's around us on the balcony? What's around us?
Around you, you're on this very large circulating balcony that sort of half circles around this curved room. Other than the white tiled floor and the white and golden banister in front of you, there are a few pots of plants, very bonsai looking trees with the way that they have the knots and twists up the very small trunks to the very large and then puffed out tops of the trees.
I know what I want to do. I want to cast animate objects on the vines that Taxi just made flower, and I want them to come up and take Silnan down to the crowd and roll him across the crowd.
You were casting what to do this?
Animate
Why would
objects.
you do that?
Okay.
Well, okay, why don't we just go all in and I cast Awaken on the plants and they just become real?
Well, then we don't know what they're gonna do besides scream because they're alive now.
They're already alive.
Yeah, they live.
You have like sentient?
Yeah, but this is making them more sentient.
Damn, bro, this is a whole conversation.
Damn, bro. Now we're really talking. I guess.
And it's allowed. It's legal.
Fuck it. Why not?
The vine comes up from up the balcony and it curves around the top of the balcony and it just gestures like a little come here to you, Silnan.
I jump into
Yes, you jump into the vine's embrace and then it fucking unfurls and you surf down it.
It fucking RKOs me from 50 feet.
No, so I give him a path to surf into the crowd to crowd surf because that's so sick.
Okay.
I do it. I crowd surf. I crowd surf
Okay,
my
is anybody
life
else doing
out.
anything else? Or alright, cool. So Silnan goes down and begins crowd surfing through the crowds of people. The hundreds and hundreds of people. We'll get back to that.
Just him.
Make a performance check for me, Silnan, and we'll get back
Yeah,
to
sure.
that. The rest of you, you guys walk back into the strategy room, the planning room, where the king is now he has one of his elbows leaned against that large circular table, and he's looking down at some of the maps, kind of just twiddling his thumbs. As you guys come in, the Warhammer is sitting hammer side first on the ground, leaning against his leg.
Do you want to lead, Mountain?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
So that went well. It was good.
It went all right. I still feel that resounding negative energy that I know a lot of the people are going to have. It's unavoidable, if I'm being honest, but what can you do?
Not a damn thing.
You nailed it. You nailed it. Also, we need a big tree. A large... Sorry if this is a bad time.
Completely okay with me. We have a pear tree, actually, just behind the castle.
I'm
Also an army. Can we have an army?
What do you need an army for?
We're storming the castle.
You're heading already to...
We might be seeing her
Okay.
sooner than you thought.
Take a few steps back for me, lads. I want to assist you. But let's take a second. I don't even have any of my army ready. No men prepared. You guys we just talked about this last night.
What do you want to? We want to like break, give it 20, and then meet back here. And
I have a lot to do.
25?
We're attempting to break down. With what's happened now, she's going to get word that I know. So I'm going to start preparing as soon as possible. But it's not like I can just easily make an army of trustable people for you just like that after what's happened.
I have a... Look, have you ever seen a hairless cat? A hairless
You're freaking
tabaxi?
me out, dude. What the
Have you ever seen one?
No, but you're giving me nightmares. Why do you ask?
It's disgusting, and I'm going to end up like that if I don't get...
And I get that.
If we don't get
You're
to
gonna,
save
you're gonna
Velrisa
stress?
as soon as possible. I'm gonna pull all the fur out of my body. I am absolutely stressed right now. Every day that we wait could get even worse. We know she was safe when you scried on it or tried to... We knew she was safe because she messaged on her, right? We knew she was safe at the time being yesterday. We have no idea what's going on today.
I'm not saying we're going to take weeks, days. I'm not just suggesting something like that, but you must give me time. It is still the morning. I just woke up and got out of me knickers like a few hours ago.
How much time?
Give me some few hours to prepare. I have to talk to people, regiments. I have to find out who I can still keep as army, as soldiers. With disbanding the government, for God's sakes. This is not an easy process for me. This is not something I can just do in a few hours. I can't snap my fingers and just make it happen.
What about a small crew?
That's what I'm going to work on that for you. But I can't just send a few army soldiers, a few guards. Who knows who's still in allegiance with the queen? I could be very well sending assassins out to you and just make it an even worse situation. We're living in dark times, confusing times, even.
Honestly, I was under the impression we were just going to leave.
If you guys would like to leave now, I will not stop you. But I am saying if you want my assistance, if you want the people's help, you'll have to give me a little bit more time. They just learned just now that this is happening. No,
I apologize.
I fully understand.
My patience is very small.
If it was my friend, if it was somebody this close to me, I'd want immediate retribution as well. These things just aren't possible.
And it's suicide if we go now. I mean, well,
How
look
do
at
you
what
know?
we're facing.
You saw how many there
Br'aad,
were
you saw
before.
in there.
The queen is not what she seems.
And she's there all alone.
Yes, but they're not. If she's not dead now, then they're keeping her alive for something.
If it's suicide for us as a group, think about how it is for her right now.
I understand. But when she was taken, you put that wall up.
I
It
would.
has everything to do with it. Okay? Because you thought. You realized at the time that all of us would die. You have to realize that now. We can still save her.
Just let me know when we're ready to go.
As you go to leave, Andre puts his hand on your shoulder very, very strongly. Very, not want to say aggressive, but very firmly. And he just goes, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you mean. Trust me, if anybody here wants her back anymore, it's me. But I agree with Mountain. If we go now, there's a very low chance we'll even save her. If anything, we might just give away a position. Make her an easier target.
It's the first time anybody's ever agreed with me.
And then he just takes his hand off your shoulder very, very lightly. And just goes, we'll get her back. I promise this.
I already know all of this.
Okay. And then
I run up to the king and I say, which way to the treasury? I've got some supplies I want to stock up on before the big raid.
I can't just show you the treasury to yourself. I like you, Br'aad, but I can't just do that for you. It's confidential.
Yeah, but think about it though.
If you want
Can
your
I roll
payment,
persuasion?
I can give you a payment. You know, sure, try to roll it.
I got a 29.
That's fucking good.
Yeah, but like really think about it though. About the like.
If you want to see it, I can accompany you and a few more of my men, but I can't just let you.
I mean, you've got stuff to do. I just want to make sure that in the little time that we have, that we can stock up and get ready. You've got your own things to worry about, especially now. You really think we got this whole hammer thing for you, and we're here to help.
But there's still information I can't share with all of you. There's still confidential things about the castle, about the crown. It's family heirlooms, family history. No one outside the family's ever seen it. These are things I can't just...
Right now, maybe tradition is the least of our concern.
God damn, you're making a lot of sense.
Right, but it's...
I'm really getting
one
in
of the
on
few
this.
things we have to hold on to as people in times of crisis. Look at those men out there. Look at the men and women, how they cheered for the hammer, the symbol of their peace. Symbolism doesn't always give answers, but it can give the motivation.
Listen, if you don't want me to see some funky gems...
If you'd like to see the treasury, I can easily give you a tour, but I can't let you in there alone. That's just... I'm giving you a favor just letting non-family members come that close, even in this room, even in this castle. That's because you're heroes.
All right, just pass us the reward now so that we can get the equipment we need.
Let me, who's around? Hold on. And then he just exits the room. Yeah. So you walk out of that room. You're on the second floor. You're a few hallways down, actually, from the queen's bedroom that everybody went to. The second floor mostly is a lot of storage rooms, a lot of rooms for like servants. There's like little rooms to store cleaning equipment, stuff that the maids and the butlers use, and then little lounge rooms, break rooms, and then some bedrooms and larger bathrooms for the royalty. That's the majority of the second floor, though. There's also the occasional rooms like this one that are like their strategy rooms, planning rooms, stuff like that. Lots of stuff to explore, but just give me a direction. Does Taxi want to go back downstairs? You want to go upstairs more? Do you want to walk around this floor?
We'll see what he bumps into. I need a gym.
A place for training?
I need a place where I can kick through a 2x4. Please?
Yes, that's very... Okay, so...
Br'aad, light it up!
Dude, it's gonna be great. We're sieging.
All right.
I'm trying to remember what the fuck was that? What was that word for?
I will just. I would like to find a servant and say, point me to a place for training, and if anyone asks where I went, tell them I went there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you walk by one of the Warforged servants. They very easily point in the right direction. You have to actually head down to the first floor, and then you're heading towards the western wing. But it's not a very, very long walk, so you head
There I go.
way there. The rest of
I
you,
walk.
you're on the way.
My pace increases the closer I get to the.
You can feel it. You can
You
can hear the fucking the racks, the weights in the gym.
My claws light on fire with my new things. I'm gonna let
He's gonna pump up.
He's listening to 80s montage music. But the rest of you,
So who's
everyone except
who's
for
left in the
Taxi and the
room?
King, that was in the group.
So it's just
Someone's
And
crowd surfing.
Well, someone's out crowd surfing. Yeah. We'll go back to that very soon. Yeah, we'll go back to that
Or
very
I'm
soon.
coming back.
Would
in,
they
I don't
have
know.
bombs in the armory?
Very, very likely, yes. You could ask.
I'm just gonna go to the armory. That's my plan.
I was gonna ask, does anybody want to do anything in this room before anyone gets back? Because if not, we quick progress.
I'm down to quick progressing. Sounds good.
After a few moments, a very familiar Warforged comes into the room. A short, wide one, not a tall, chirpy one, but a short, very, very wide, kind of bulky-looking guy. A very round, rotund stomach. His name's Taunter. Yes, the one with the orange, the orange downward angled eyes. And just for a mouth, it's just a horizontal slit through a very longer, almost like a tin can shaped jowl line. He just walks into the room, just very loud stomps, hands to the side, enters the room staring forward.
Hi.
Wait, is that real? Did he do that before?
I think this thing's broken.
And then his head just turns to you, Br'aad, and he goes,
No, it's like a child. It's hungry. And I take out my rations and I just insert it into the slot.
it eats it.
Now, speak.
Just points at you, points back to himself, and then makes,
Oh!
and then he beckons again. Just
Yeah, I point at him. I point at me. I point at him.
and then he turns around and starts walking out the door.
Yeah, I follow him.
I'll also follow him.
And then you just like,
It's okay.
Does anybody else follow in the room?
I know
So
Common,
Mountain-
Elvish, and whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, I follow.
Moving on to Silnan. Silnan, you crowd surf for probably about 5 minutes or so. You get lost in the crowd because you get pulled away from the
It's a long
castle,
crowd
more
surf.
towards the center of these hundreds and hundreds of people. Only some of them are very into what's going on, so it's not like everybody is very into the crowd surf, but enough to get you moving.
It is
Yes,
a very
yes.
bad time to be.
And a very
But As I
depressing.
left, I changed the major image to just be ambient rave noises. So that's so that it's not just in silence. Yeah.
Just fucking, you crowd surf for a bit, and then eventually some of the
people.
Warforged drop you off back kind of closest to the castle, off to the side, where you can make your trek back as the crowd starts to really disperse at this point, moving back to it's leaving the castle, going back to their daily lives, going back to their families, whatever they're doing in this time of crisis. You brush yourself off. You had a great time.
Brush myself off and walk back in.
Check your pockets, make sure nothing was stolen.
It was super fun.
Everything seems all right. Everything seems to be in check. It was a
Yeah,
great,
of
great
course.
fun time. Adrenaline rush for sure.
That's it. That's
Okay, you
it.
didn't-
I just wanted to
And then you
crowd
head back
surf.
inside.
I head back inside to the room, the war room, the room with the maps that Mountain's in.
Okay, so
And this Mountain followed, then I'll be there
the
alone.
timing as you, I would say as you're entering, you're heading towards that second floor. Coming down the stairs is Taunter with Mountain, Br'aad, and Onder.
Oh, hey.
Hey, how was your
That was really fun. You should try that sometime.
Yeah, are they still out there?
No.
I'm just gonna dive off and see what happens. we're going to pick up our reward. You want to tag along?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
What do you think you're gonna get?
Like, I'm hoping for like 3-4 digits.
No, like what
You
are you
know,
gonna buy with it?
Oh, I haven't thought that far ahead.
I want to buy bombs.
Bombs?
What?
I want to buy so many. I want to get all of the bombs.
I've never took you for an explosive.
And I'm gonna
use,
put them
Br'aad.
all. I'm gonna put them all in live cloth, and then I'm gonna have them fly overhead and drop them all like a bomber jet.
What is a bomber jet?
I saw one in a dream.
A live bomb. Yes.
A live bomb.
I like it.
Yes. And then I'll diffuse the situation.
Seems like the opposite of what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Let's go get them.
Did he always?
Yes. I don't know if this is a new development or if
happened to
he's
Castor?
sick.
Castor could talk, right?
Just no one speaks.
Let's go.
No one said.
Whenever I hear these guys' names, I always think of fucking Santa's reindeer, and I don't know why.
Castor and Taunter.
Catter and
Castor
Taunter on
and Taunter.
Donner on Blitzen, bro. Like, what's going on?
And then, so after a few moments, you guys walk down towards the southern end, the back end of the castle. It takes you some time, but eventually you find your way to the Treasury. A very, very large gold and silver vaulted door. It's currently open, and you see Castor actually standing in the doorway. He's pulling out a very large metal cart with different little coin purses on it, and he's like counting them, and he has like a little ledger, and he's like, Velrisa, one, Br'aad, one, okay. There you are. How was the king's speech? I didn't get to see it.
I think it went well, and I kind of look
Yeah,
at
it was-
Mountain and
it was good.
Selman.
Rallied the
Yeah,
people.
pretty great.
Looking inside the door behind him, you see that this through this vaulted door is this very large tunnel going backwards with several different break-offs to different little tiny doorways. Through all the doorways, you can only see very, very small bits into them from this angle, and in the nearest left one, you can see a pile of gold coming towards the doorway, and in the one to the right, you can see a lot of different wooden shelving with different letters and notes in them.
What's going on back there?
Oh, well, this is the castle treasury. This holds a lot of the funding for not just the castle, but for the whole city.
Oh, can we go inside?
Of course not.
Oh.
Why would you want?
I don't just
it's
look
just
around.
money in here.
Look at stuff.
It's
It
it's just
sounds
money.
cool.
It's just
No, it's history. Please. Let us take in
is he broken
this
again?
wonderful.
Oh, yeah, he's been
doing
that.
he's
Oh,
been
yeah,
doing
no,
this.
he's been
I've tried
grunting.
like slapping it on the back. I don't know if he's like choking.
Taunter, and he just smacks the side of his head really hard. And Taunter's like head jolt. He goes, "Why don't you hit me, you bastard?"
He just did.
He's like, "Sorry, it's faulty." Anyway, yeah, so you're here for your rewards, yes, the coin purses. Br'aad is yours, Mountain here is yours, and then Selnin, of course, and I don't know who you are, big guy, but you don't get one. And he points at Onder. And he goes, but that's for the rest of them. I'll hold on to them until your party members come to claim them.
All right, how much?
All
Do you
right.
have any? Well, you go first. My question's
I was just
stupid.
gonna ask how much gold it was.
Oh, you when you check the bag, you both were you're all handed singly your own bag of 2,125 gold pieces.
fucking kidding
I'm
me?
in.
No way!
We're rich.
I don't even
finally.
want to rob him anymore.
I just wanted to
very-
see the gold.
And I want you to know you guys cannot carry this all on you. The coin purse you're given, it's not, when I say coin purse, I don't mean like, it's not like a normal coin. There's more like one of those large bank sacks. It's a large burlap sack about yay big. So it's more weight than you can easily carry on you.
Hey, can I get this converted to
As that is,
platinum?
how much does that weigh? Let me see.
Hey, can I get this converted to in your mouth? I pop in live bullet.
How much did you say it was? 2,000.
125.
Oh, 125.
Can we convert it to platinum for the sake of?
If you go to a bank, yes. So 50 coins weighs a
This is
pound.
the treasury of an entire fucking kingdom. You're telling me they can't convert my currency?
This kingdom doesn't use platinum.
That's ridiculous.
Also, that's about
They should consider it.
That's about 43 pounds of gold you guys are carrying per person.
No problem for me.
That's nothing.
Just always, boom.
For people who can't carry the 43 pounds, you're given small carts to barrel it in. In the time being.
Where are the bombs to be found?
Yeah, he wants to get bombs.
Caster just looks at you patrolling and goes, if you need bombs, you can head to the armory. They should have some sort of explosives there you might be looking for. I'm not sure why, but
Siege.
you'd have to talk to whoever's running the armory right now, whoever's there. It's on station. They can they're given permission to sell you guys whatever you please. So, but if you guys would like, you guys can take this money now to a bank. That'll be nice.
What are the ethics of robbery?
The ethics of robbery?
Only okay when bad people.
It's good people doing. All right, I'm not gonna rob them. Let's go to the bank.
I just want to
Okay,
ask,
you guys-
ask the guy before we leave.
Have you seen Taxi around?
Which one is Taxi?
It's the
He's
cat.
the one with the fur, correct? Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Kind of hard to miss.
I have not seen him around. No, sadly not. I could ask around some of the other servants. Tanta. And he looks over at Tanta, and Tanta he kind of nods, and then he walks out of the vault, turns to his left, and starts charging his legs really fast, like in place, and then just bolts down the
I was
hallway.
just gonna say, if
Alright.
you see him, let him know. We'll be heading to a bank. Do you guys want to, take this to a bank? Maybe not. Carry this around.
Bag of holding.
I have a bag of holding. It just gargles every time I put things
You
in it.
guys
I
could
don't
also
understand
very
what the
easily
problem-
buy bags of holding from Quinn, just so you know.
Why would I ever
I'm
do
just
that?
saying they're not expensive. I'm just also
I have a fucking gag of holding. Why do I want
a bag of holding is like a couple
man,
hundred
why
gold
would
pieces.
You call it that? Why would you ever call it that?
Yeah,
I want to visit Quinn.
Again, we
He's
just
so
got
fun.
back.
What
Well, I just got $2,100.
guys, should we time skip?
I had.
No, I was about to say, really quick, because you guys are leaving the castle now, heading to the bank. As you guys are exiting the castle, the king bumps into you right at the front doors as you guys are leaving. He goes, before you leave, I had one more thing to say to you. Good thing I caught you. I was given word that there is another king looking for you. He wants to have a word with all of you.
Which
Is his name Rigman
No,
by
not that
chance?
bastard.
Okay, thank God.
I don't know his name, but I'm curious because he's an enemy to the crown.
Where from?
I didn't know you guys had ties with the Rotfolk.
Who?
No.
the who?
The Rotfolk, the ones that live on the ground.
Underground. Oh, we did kill a few underground people.
I don't think that's what he's talking about. Whereabouts is this kingdom? This king?
Deep underground, it's an entire colony of these gross rot beings.
Now, who did it say this letter was from exactly?
The king of the rats.
Well, and it was
That's my
directed
fucking
to
So
boy.
one could say
Wait, are you saying rots
perhaps
or-
the Rat King.
Forgive my accent. He's the king of the fucking rats. The rat
Rats.
folks.
Oh, I know that. I lived with him. He was my roommate.
You fucking what?
Wait, rat? Oh! Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rat King. Yeah, I thought he was dead. Oh, I do not miss that
I mean,
guy.
he
Either
has some
way.
charm.
The Lord of the Rot folks is ask for your audience. I don't know how he knows you.
I just told you he's my
I don't know why he
Yeah,
knows
for a
you.
while. We had a rat friend. His name was Tibbsy. He was cool.
I don't want, son. I don't want to know. Honestly, the Rot folk have caused us many a problems for many a years. As long as I can remember, they've always been a pest to the crown.
You say that?
But
Way to rat him out.
if you lot trust this man and you want to see him, I can arrange an audience at some point soon. From what I was told by my men, I did not speak to him, But they said the message said as such that it's very important and it pertains to current events.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I mean, I don't see how it could hurt.
Right. Well, we have more important matters to attend to. Your friend and everything. Unless it's just about that. Probably not. Anyway, I'll catch you around soon. If you need anything, please come back to the castle. Tell one of my men. I will make free time for you whenever I can.
Yeah, of course.
But today's going to be a very busy one. Just be careful entering and exiting the castle. Be careful who you might bring into the castle. Just be careful of anybody else right now. I don't know who to trust. I don't know who truly
You
is on
also
our side.
be careful. Don't.
The streets right now might be mildly anarchic. That's the word? I'm not sure. They're going to be crazy
Probably.
inside. So just be careful, please.
Oh no, I hope they don't buy out all the bombs.
Not the Oz paper. No, not the Oz paper. But with that, the king,
Toilet paper will be the first to go.
the king gives one more solemn bow, and then he gives a very light sort of shoulder. He kind of just like brushes his hand on your shoulder, Mountain, and gives you a nod as he walks by as well. And then he heads back to his duties as you guys leave to head towards the bank. Now, Taxi.
Hey y'all!
You find
Okay, what actually happens?
the training den on the western wing of the castle. There's a very large open room. It's actually several rooms. It starts out as a very, very large open room. Several sets of sand pits, punching bags, climbing, sort of like climbing walls, these weird parkour and scaffolding sets. All sorts of different kind of training for, hand-to-hand combat, climbing, anything athletic. And then past that, there are a few smaller rooms that have more standardized equipment, more pertaining to certain things down these back rooms. So what is Taxi exactly looking for to train with in an area like this? 'Cause as you enter, you see the only other person in this
I
room
go
right
over and
now
accidentally
is there's a
mistake the
warforged at one of
warforged
the
for
punching
like a
bags.
punching pole and
What the fuck?
I'm just kidding.
What's on Taxi's playlist right now?
Let me just open up my run playlist. Oh,
All,
Japanese
all
music.
of High School Musical.
And he probably has some, I don't know, just jazz exists back there.
Yeah,
he's
some
probably got
jazzy,
some like
jazzy.
absolute jazzy shit that just
It
comes
wouldn't be
on
called
when he's
jazz,
about
but
to
there's
let
definitely
loose.
there's definitely music nowadays that has that sort of that feeling to it.
It's like that slow build up, and then you get the wobbly sax. You'll
Yeah, very low tempo, a
I
lot
was
of
picturing
wind
more
instruments.
of. I was picturing in my head more of "Numb" by Linkin Park, so that's my bad.
That works too.
He just wanted to kind of do this to kind of prepare, but also like be alone with his thoughts for a little bit. And this is the only way he knows how to do that. So if there is like a course, maybe like a speed course, and then go to we'll say because he's been working on strength for so long and he's pretty tired of it, he'll go back to working on it, like stick with what he's strong with, so just his dexterous activities.
Okay.
So he'll just be doing like the speed bag if that exists, and like things like that.
Yeah, there are speed
Calisthenics
bags.
and things.
There are quite a few courses to help train with speed. Even with climbing, with running, there are some sets where you have to step in very certain places, very certain sort of
I'm
positioning
gonna
with your
double my
feet.
speed and set the records.
Okay, so I want you to make an athletic check for me then first, and then we're gonna
Okay,
do it.
sure.
Well, we're gonna do that and then a dexterity check, since I know athleticism isn't Taxi's strongest suit, naturally.
So
One.
athletics was a 13. Wait, yep, 13. My strength sucks. And dexterity check, 20.
20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll go back to that as you start training. You're doing pretty damn good though. You're doing pretty. Taxi's
Hell yeah.
probably gonna be setting some records in that training den. But moving on from that, we will very briefly go over to the bank.
I wanted to just talk with the guys before we got to the bank.
Okay, go ahead.
Like take the opportunity. Why did it get ominous?
Okay.
What?
Speak,
some
Mountain.
ominous gonna happen at the bank? Is there gonna be a robbery? Is it gonna be us?
You don't know.
We're
you know how the bank
I
works.
guess we'll see.
Yeah. Give me all
As
your
we're walking,
platinum.
I'll just say out to both of them.
Hey, real quick. Could I talk to you guys about something?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. You remember coming out of the cave or wherever that was?
Which one?
That was after we had killed your father.
Yeah.
I think I remember we all had visions of something, right? Not sure if I ever talked about that with you guys, but what did you?
Yeah. What was yours?
Well, I wanted to ask what you had seen.
Want me to go first? Mine's pretty standard.
Well, yeah, it's just
Yeah, sure. What did you see?
I just saw Obnox Shy, my former patron. May his soul vanish from this world. May I kill him. I will stab him with a big sword. But he
Amen.
basically said some nonsense like, "Come forward, my son. A place awaits for you with me," and then just gave me this crazy kooky wand. That was me.
right. And Silman.
God, this is gonna sound. I saw a mirror. Yeah, pretty wacky. And in the mirror, I saw me, as you do in the mirrors.
Okay, are you sure that you're not just thinking of a time you looked in a mirror?
I'm pretty. I remember it pretty vividly. See, in the mirror, I was like split in half. Like I was half light, half dark, and one side had this ethereal dagger of sorts, this little purple dagger. And the other side had like a sickle, and it was all light and stuff. And that's not. I don't know. I went unconscious and I woke up and you guys had cool items and I had fucking nothing. It was kind of.
You had a new take on yourself. A new
really did not.
perspective.
So
It was kind of traumatizing.
we all saw different things. Well, I saw what I thought to be my parents, my mother and my father, come to me, and
Wait, now. Did they? Go ahead. Sorry.
and hand me the sword. The sword that I carry with me today.
Yeah.
The man that I saw, it wasn't him. It wasn't Ragrim.
What? Wait. Are you saying that
I don't
Ragrim
know.
is not your father? Was it just? Do you think it might have just been like a younger version of Ragrim,
No,
or?
was clearly not him. It didn't hit me at first. I didn't even think about it. Kind of drunk a lot, so I don't pay attention to a lot of details.
Yeah,
But
as you are. That's.
What about the woman?
the woman, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen.
Well, you've seen portraits.
Have I? Have I seen portraits? Jared?
Yeah.
Not of your mother, no.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, I see what you're
But you-
saying.
It wasn't of my mother. If you remember, I'm not the son of the queen.
And you're saying you don't
right.
think you're the son of the king either?
I don't know. Maybe I am, but if so, who's the man who came to me? It doesn't
Very strange.
make sense. I don't know. Ragrim, he seems to mean well. He's helping us. He's defying the queen, taking down his entire government.
The matriarchy.
The matriarchy. And he seems to be helping us, so I don't think his intentions are bad. Something doesn't add up.
But this is. It is very confusing. Yeah. Something's a little weird here.
Meant to ask him, but I mean, you've seen he's got more on his plate now.
Maybe once this is all past and we've got Velrisa back with us, because I'm sure she's fine, you can maybe bring this up with him. He might know more than he's letting on. Or maybe the queen will reveal it to you in some sort of evil speech. Maybe she has a briefcase and she's made a deal with an evil. Am I projecting?
I think you might be projecting.
I think
I'm not sure. And I've had my fill of evil speeches.
Me too. Let's just stab them before they finish next time.
I think we stab. That's probably
I
a
think
good
so,
idea.
yeah.
But
I think we stab.
if anything, just keep your eyes open around the king. I don't know what this could mean. It's probably nothing. I don't know.
It's probably something. It was a magic vision. I feel like
Maybe it's something, but
it was a magic vision related to your fate, and you got a cool sword.
God, it would be so much easier if it was nothing.
Have you
No,
asked
that's-
the king about your
No,
sword?
I didn't even think about it.
Because, from the sounds of it, it's like a family heirloom of sorts.
I don't know if I'm not remembering correctly. Weren't we told that I was some kind of heir to a throne? I don't know.
No, you totally
It
were.
hasn't been mentioned. It seems nice here, but
I-
things aren't adding up. Whatever. Let's leave it for now. Say Velrisa.
Okay. You guys make your way to the bank. Entering the bank, it's actually rather quiet as you enter. It's as you step inside, the marbled floors echo down this large open room as you come through these open double doors. You don't see anybody in line, nobody waiting. There are just 4 people sitting at desks, sort of angled at this half circle at the very end of the room, where there would be lines forming to go up to these desks. They're very empty, and there are currently only 2 people sitting at the desks. You see a human, elven looking, one of the very few non-dwarves or non-warforged you see in the area. Very nice, glistening silver hair that kind of falls down in one part down his side. He's wearing just these initiate-looking robes, small circle rim glasses, and he's reading a ledger. Beside him, there is a warforged, one on actually the taller side compared to most warforged you've seen, about on par with Chirp, a little bit taller. He is entirely a darkened cast metal with these little accents of blue inside of that metal with a darkened oaked wood that's been blackened with time underneath the sides of the metal bracers. He sits there at a desk as well. He's just staring forward, waiting for somebody to approach if they do so. But as you guys enter, that's it. That's the bank. It's you guys coming with your heavy ass coin purses, your burlap sacks of money, come towing in. The sound of the coins rustling, echoing through the empty bank hallways.
Should we roleplay this?
Should we?
Jared, should we?
Yes. Okay. Really quick. Yes.
Okay.
It's actually mildly needed because you guys haven't done this yet.
All right, I got this.
Okay,
hang on. I'll go first. I'll get this out of the way. Excuse me, sir. I'd like my currency converted. And I pop in live clock, and I just start smacking the back of him all over the desk. Just let's
Which person
get
did
this
you go
into
to, the
platinum.
Warforged or the elf?
I went to the elf with the spectacles.
He goes, not on the floor, not on the floor.
It's gonna keep coming. It's gonna keep coming until you convert it. There's plenty more.
It's everywhere.
There's so
why is it wet? Why is it so bloody wet?
Because it was
what's
in him.
dangling off it?
Here we go. Just little giblets. Oh, that was a snack I was saving for later. Sorry about that. Here's some more.
I can't tell if it's mucus or something else.
It's gold.
Right, well, you're wanting to make a deposit, right?
Is that how finance works? I want to make these many coins into smaller, more valuable coins.
I see you're wanting to make an exchange. Yes, I can do that for you, yes. What is your name?
Br'aad.
Br'aad. As he writes it down, he lets go of the paper for a second. It actually just dangles there for a second, just hovering where he was holding it, and then he kind of cocks his head weirdly and then grabs a hold of it and goes, "We don't have you penciled in as having an account with us. Would you like to create that really quick?"
Oh God. Okay. Okay. What do you need? What do you need? My email? Do you want to put me on a list?
I need your first name and your last name.
How do I unsubscribe?
Okay.
from the
Well, it's
newsletter?
BR_AAD
Wonderful.
Vengalore
Vangalore.
VEN.
All right, we have Vangalore. We know this. We've had previous Vangalores.
You've had previous Vengalores.
Oh yes.
Such as an Aldwin?
Aldwin. I could check our records.
Yeah, do you want to check the records quickly on
Aldwin,
that one?
Aldwin. Ah, yes, right here. We have one Aldwin Vengalore, last accessed, oh God, it's 32 years ago.
Wow, listen, it's a real tragedy, but he passed away.
He was actually our father.
Our father.
Oh,
yes.
I'm so sorry to hear about that. My condolences.
Yes. Would we be able to take the money out of that account?
Persuasion check, deception check.
I also
Deception.
pull out a piece of paper and cast prestidigitation on it and say, "Here is his will."
Make
I
a
got a
performance
25,
check.
25.
Performance check, Br'aad. How good can you make a fake will that quickly?
I mean, it
I got
pretty
a
much
25
just
for my
says give all
persuasion.
money to them. I got a, hang on. Performance check. That is gonna be one of the very few things I do and am good at. So a 28.
Nice, 25 and 28.
This is what we fucking do, dude.
This is what we do.
It's gonna have like
He
$1.
goes. He goes. Yes, of course. There's no reason for us to hold on to it anymore if he's passed. And we obviously have nothing written down here for who. Actually, we do. We have a name here. Someone who's it's supposed to go to.
The gig is up, Sylvan.
Are you guys associated with one Mirian, by any chance?
Mirian.
I look at Solon like he would know this.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yes. Well, then who's Mirian to you? Relative?
Mirian is our mother.
Oh, hang on.
Right.
Sorry.
Yes,
she's a little old. We told her to wait outside. I run outside and I cast Disguise Self.
I'm just standing watching all of this happen.
Yes. All right.
Oh, is this the door? Oh, Sylvan.
Oh, Mirian, here, let me help you, Mirian.
Sylvan.
Oh,
There's a little
she's,
step.
yeah.
Hold my hand. Not too
I like-
hard. My skin is brittle
Hold
like
her hand,
paper, and my bones are like glass.
She has a condition.
Please.
She really needs the money.
Yeah. Right. Well,
1 sec. I'll be there in 1 second.
I suppose I have no choice.
Ah, I've fallen. I've fallen. Why must I? What must I? I must crawl to the counter. Must I crawl?
It's okay. I'll pick you
This
up.
reminds me of my
jeez.
husband.
Please, we really have to go. She's not well.
Right. You can have everything in the balance. Everything. I'm transferring it to Br'aad's account where we're making it. We're soon finish making your account, for God's sake. Where's Br'aad?
Hold on.
All right, let me go.
He went outside.
Let me bring Miriam back
I'll
outside
go
and bring
get him. To crawl to the door and crawl around the corner. Okay, you just wait here. You wait here, Ma. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. They can't hurt you. It's fine. It's me, Br'aad.
Right. Well, anyway, first name, last name. Are you with any sort of faction? Any parties?
We're kind of we're sort of in this business, this heroing business. We call ourselves the Fated Five. You might have heard a little
yes,
thing
the
about.
Fated. I've heard tales. It is an honor to meet one of the members of the Fated.
Two of the members,
Oh,
three
really?
of the
Well,
members.
Yeah, it is an honor to meet the three of you. I'm very happy to have you as a member of our bank, of course. Obviously. With
Is there
that
some sort of
underway,
heroic discount?
no. we hold your money for you. What do you want to discount
I don't think I
on?
understand how banks work.
Right. Well, with this, you agree to us being able to hold on to any of your finances, anything that may happen to you, life or death, whether or not there is an afterlife. If you are taken off of this mortal plane, all your finances, if not given to a relative, will be given to either a charitable organization or to ourselves. Is that okay with you?
Hit Silnan with it. Hit Silnan with it if I get
All right.
warped.
We'll add him to it as we make his account, and we can do it vice versa with you if you'd like.
Yeah, perfect.
All right. Cool.
I look at him like, what am I going to give it to Miriam? She's looking at her.
After that, it's a few
She's
more
practically
preparations.
not even there.
Your account, your profile, your account is set up with the
This is awesome.
with the bank.
All I got to do is 2 more times, guys.
All right,
And then
now
we're in.
how much are you wanting to deposit or exchange it as? You wanted to exchange it into
want to
platinum.
exchange into platinum.
Yes, how much are you
let's
wanting to
exchange. 2,000 gold into platinum.
Wonderful. All right, let me get some
No,
documents ready.
what's the running balance after that transfer, by the way?
What does that mean? Is this some sort of bank term?
It's a bank term.
Oh, you're
I
asking for
learned
your late fathers?
it. Yes.
Oh, yes. Give me a second, I will tell you that.
Bless his heart, and I cast prestidigitation to throw my voice. Bless his heart.
I miss him every day.
Okay. Okay. So you're looking for 2,000. Just converting that into this very quickly. Make sure.
Should be 200. I think.
Yeah, I'm making sure there's no conversion rates for this one. There should be 200. No, you are good. It's depending on where you are in the economy, you can get conversion rates.
We're in the economy, and the fucking.
There's a full economy to this entire
Draw my
continent.
wand of wonder.
Fuck the economy! But no, there's no conversion rates. 200 gold. You are given 200 platinum pieces, and he goes, now, are you wanting to hold on to all of this, or are you wanting to just put in this here? Now, if you hold on to anything into our banks are all across the land, and we can magically transfer it to you at any time as long as you come into one of our branches.
No, I already have a little bit of a bank right here.
Okay, that's fine. Then here's your. Oh,
Yeah, make
God,
sure
it's
you.
happening
There's one you
again.
missed.
oh, the horrors.
Oh, and that's an awesome. That's just a bit. That bit never gets old.
I don't want to be a teller anymore.
Tell me this, Teller.
I want to take up a life of fishing. Never see another mortal man again.
Speaking of fishing, so I have 200 platinum now. Okay. So how much is in that account for
Right, for Aldwin.
Aldwin?
Looking into it right now, it looks like we have 382 gold pieces.
Bless his heart.
And you'll get that as well.
Yep.
The money reminds me of.
I take half of it and I give half to
Money
Silman.
reminds me
I
of
give
it.
half to Silman.
Okay.
So
with 384, you both get
192.
192. Yes, 192.
Damn, quick
and
math,
with that-
boys.
quick maths.
Quick math.
Quick maths.
And with that, the two of you quickly set up as well, getting your accounts put in.
Oh, come on. I wanted to do a stupid
No,
bit.
let him role
if you
play.
if you want to do a bit, if you want to make it a bit, we
part.
can make it a bit. You can make it a bit.
What, very quickly.
Okay.
Just a very
All right,
quick
next.
bit.
All right. Hello,
Hi,
sir.
yes.
Okay. So you
Hi.
need an account as well.
I'd like to set up an account.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Name?
Silnan, do you need me to spell
No,
that?
no, thank you. It's fine.
Damn it, that was my bit.
Damn it.
Would you like to spell that for me?
I just stare. That was a yard stare.
Would you like to spell that for me?
Zilnan. Yeah.
Okay, that'll work. What's your last name?
Bangalore.
Bangalore. Okay, perfect. Faction?
Okay, that's all.
You with Faded 5? Just like the rest?
Faded
Okay,
5, of
perfect.
course. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. You wanting to deposit? Are you wanting to make any exchanges?
I'd like to make an exchange and I'll maybe deposit later, but we'll deal with that later. Exchange for now.
Okay. And then you do your exchange, however much you're wanting to exchange to platinum. Do it. You can do it how you want.
2,300.
You can
I want
easily.
230 platinum.
Okay. And then Mountain. Next. Hello, good sir.
No signal.
Nope, no signal. Hello, good sir. Mountain is loading. It's, like in like a fucking game when it's all fully loaded, so like people's faces are like muddy, like all the textures are fucked.
Do we have
That's
to
Mountain.
roleplay this? Can I just get it done?
Yeah, you can just get it done really quick.
Yeah, okay.
Just
Then hand her the money.
all right.
Transfer to
done.
platinum.
Yeah, easier said than done. You guys exit the bank afterwards, with your money exchanged, ready to go. Where do you go?
Bomb store.
Okay, you're heading to the armory. Anybody else doing
Hey,
anything?
can I borrow that bell?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, the one for Quinn. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
Accounting episode.
Accounting.
Accounting.
Taxi.
Shopping episode.
Taxi. After your workout is completed, you clear most of the obstacle courses. Anything to do with running, through obstacles, through hoops. You make it through faster than most people have ever seen. You clear them with ease. Most of these tests, most of these tribulations here, all of them are more of a breeze for you, but they still give you a decent workout, so they give you a good pump up. You get a +2 to your athletics for the next 24 hours,
Suck yeah.
along with a +1 to your dexterity actually as well.
All right.
And you feel invigorated, you feel trained, you feel like your muscles are honed, you feel warmed up, you feel good to go.
I want to find a 2x4 and kick it in half.
Okay, you find there's pieces of spare wood, plywood laying around.
I kick it in half.
You fucking just make a melee strike for me. Just make a unarmed strike. It's not gonna matter because it's literally gonna break.
I'm
but
pretty
just for the
good
fun
at
of it.
those.
Just for the fun of it. Just for the sake of letting you roll some dice. Fucking
Here
beat
I
the
go.
shit out of that piece of wood.
I rolled a 15.
Yeah, it hits. It fucking breaks, shatters. I mean, you can roll the damage if you want, but I don't think you're gonna not break
It's
a
a lot
fucking
of
piece
damage.
You fucking snap that shit with ease, with quickness, with speed. Breaks it in half with your foot.
All right. Well, that's all I need to do in the gym. I don't have any thoughts that I want to portray at the moment.
Head empty.
Head empty,
Head
no
empty.
thoughts.
I am running on E. Taxi breaks bored after a good workout and then leaves to go meet up with the rest of the guys.
All right.
And we will find our girl soon.
Yes, you guys all go to meet up once more now that everything has been taken care of. Velrisa, you awaken from a nightmare. Your mind's been in such a place, such a stressful mentality that you don't even remember what the dream was, but you wake up sweating profusely in this cold, damp cave. You feel the soreness immediately take over your body as soon as you jolt awake. You feel your leg, you feel that calf, you feel that broken, shattered bone. You look around, you're in that same cave still. It's quiet. It's empty. As you look outside, there's a snowstorm whipping up. Is there anything Velrisa would do at this moment?
So I'm gonna use magic to try to heal my leg and see if there's anything I can do about it.
Okay. Lesser restoration, I would assume. Yep, that works. You start just getting back to work on that bone once more. Trying your best to just get it to reshape into the right form so you can put weight on that calf again.
I'm gonna get up and walk around, and I'm gonna look outside of the cave. And can I tell where I am, or like notice if I see anything around or anything?
It's painful. It's not exactly pleasing, but the end result after all that pain and after you push through it, you get a lot of relief after that lesser restoration.
I just want to like look outside, see if there's anything, and maybe someone's looking for me or anything. Can I spot anyone?
Okay, make a perception check for me. So look out. What, are you looking for anything in particular? What was that? And my bad.
13. 13 for perception.
Okay, 13. Peeking out, looking through the blizzard, looking through the snowstorm. You can't really tell what time of day it is. It's very hard to see with how many clouds and the darkness in the sky. But then after a few moments, you see a little peak of sun, so you know it's sometime during the day. As you peek out more, you look down the side of the mountain, down the slope, looking around towards the compound. And you do see people moving through. You see a couple of dwarves stomping through the snow. All of them holding onto chains, carrying one of those large autonomous spiked creatures. They're pulling it by chains. This one looks a little bit different than the other ones, in the fact that it also, its hands and arms look a lot different from the rest. They're not as wide, and they don't seem to have those harpoon-like guns, but their hands are currently chained together very tightly, and it seems to be almost resisting them as it pulls them in this direction. You look past that, looking around for anything else, and you see up in the sky during the snowstorm, you actually see some movement in the clouds, some movement above. You can't tell because of your perception check, because of the darkness. You can't see, you can't tell what these things are, but some sort of objects are moving through the sky, something like an airship maybe, but they look very small, and you can't tell if these are the dwarves piloting something or maybe even just large birds of some kind. It's hard to tell.
Okay, the people below, can I tell who they are or like recognize them in any way? Like, did I notice them from when I was inside? Or like, do I recognize any of them?
It's hard to tell from this distance. You're a very great distance away, but you greatly assume. You can tell they're dwarven by their stature, but other than that, you can't tell much else about them at all. They're just little short, stout specks in the snow.
Okay, I'm just gonna head back into the cave and see if I can like let my wounds heal a little bit.
As you turn around to walk back into the cave, you can see the very pretty decent sized blood stain where you were laying that night for your rest, and dried into the stone by now. It's leaving behind a pretty irony smell.
Is there any way I can try to start a fire to warm myself up?
You can attempt to do so. You should have tinder boxes, I believe, on you. So you could easily probably fashion using what you have in your equipment. If you use the torch, some of the rope, pieces of the ration, you could probably fancy yourself a very, very small little bonfire that'll last for a couple hours. Using some kindling from the sides of the rations or some of the more flammable parts of the dried food. You could use probably a single ration, the entirety of your torch.
Are you burning your food?
I mean, it's just a little bit to like get the fire started.
Oh, okay.
You can use the dried wheats as a pretty decent kindling to start a fire here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll start the fire.
Okay, that works. You start the fire, you get it started in there. It helps with the warmth. It's very, very cold up here. Very cold inside the cave. Velrisa, with her very naturally high body temperature, you're not a fan of the cold, but you can certainly take it. So you're doing all right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
So I just want to try to like stay aware of my surroundings and like kind of keep on guard and just kind of let myself heal and rest and just sit there and let the time pass.
Okay. You sit there in the cave, leaning your back against the cold stone wall, listening for the sounds of any threats, listening for the sounds of anything coming, giving yourself that time to rest from your injury. After a few hours, however, you start to doze off, sitting there idly for so long, and being as injured as you are, your body just starts to slowly shut down into that point of rest. As your head begins to loll down and your eyes close, you have a dream. As you slowly drift awake inside of this slumber, your legs appear fine. You're back to wearing your heavy armor again. You're fully geared out. But you don't know where you are. You're looking around these dark caverns around you. You're somewhere underground, somewhere in a cave. But you don't know where. And all you can hear is somewhere down this cavern hallway, you can hear the sounds of metal chains lashing against skin, screaming in agony. What do you do?
Can Velrisa tell that this is a dream?
Probably not fully. I would say Velrisa, being as intellectual as she is, as wise as she is, she's probably pretty good at differentiating dreams between reality. But in this current time frame, where her mentality actually is, she'll probably have trouble differentiating. She's not in a very mentally aware state of mind after what she's been through.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm just gonna turn around and run the other direction like as fast as I can.
You turn around and begin running that direction, and you hear a very familiar, loud come out from behind you. And that harpoon, you feel something digging through your skin. You look down and you can see the harpoon breaking through your stomach. You can see some of your guts even starting to pile out from the front of your torso. As you grab a hold of it, you start to pull on it, trying to get it back out as you're panicking, dropping to your knees. And it lets out that final clang as the sides lash out and dig deeper into you. You feel yourself blacking out again. You feel your vision getting fuzzy. And then as you're on your knees, you look up again. And standing in front of you now in this dark cavern where there was nothing as you were running, you just see Onder and Weejaw standing behind him, putting her hands against the back of his left shoulder. Onder just looks down at you. And he starts shaking his head back and forth. He just says, "You were never fit to be one of us. I was a fool for not seeing you as the devil that you are." And then he turns and starts to walk away. And that is where your dream ends. And you come back awake, come back to in this cave at the top of this mountain, alone, in pain, bleeding. And that is where we'll leave Velrisa for now.
What the fuck, dude?
That's dark, bro.
Hey, look who's made it to the middle. Or is this the middle? I mean, it's the mid-roll, but like, where are we actually in the episode? I don't know. Do you know? I mean, you have a timer, you know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Where am I? Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching so far. If you're liking what you're listening to, don't forget to rate us 5 stars, leave a like, whatever you're on, you know, leave a review, maybe a comment. If you want to support us financially, you can check us out on Patreon. We're actually trying to open up a JRWI studio, which is going to be kind of cool, kind of sick. Hopefully we won't get mad at each other over our shitty rolls, and you know, maybe no fights will break out, because I don't want to roll initiative for like real life fights. I'm not into that. But we also have a Twitter. If you want to tweet at us, you can tweet at us with hashtag JRWI. If you want to show us fan art, if you got comments, questions, concerns, if you want to show me a picture of your dog, I don't know, it's JRWI Show. That's our Twitter handle. Check us out. And with that said, we're done here. You can go back to the episode. It's right over there. Why are you still here? Get the fuck out of here. You guys meet up once more, the fated 4 at this point.
I glisten with sweat.
Do you?
That's so awesome.
You guys meet back at the castle or the tavern, your choice. Where do you guys want to meet back?
The castle.
I'm feeling
tavern.
castle. I'm in kind of a castle mood
Okay.
now.
Both.
Castle. It's still
It is.
day.
It is.
I'm not
It's
drinking.
still-
I'm not drinking on the
It's
job.
just
What the
now
hell?
getting close to lunchtime, as you guys make it all back to the
I'm
make
drinking.
it back to the castle.
No, God.
As you get
It's lunchtime?
as you all start approaching once more, you see Caster and Taunter actually at the front entrance. There kind of people are moving by, speaking to them. They're giving direction guides to visitors, other people, business related issues. As you guys walk up, Caster gives a small bow and goes, the heroes, back once more. And then Taunter just goes, you want a piece of me?
I do.
I smack him in the head. Oh no! This is not what I wanted. Other side, Mountain. You hit him. You're better at this.
Okay.
I've wrestled
smack
Street
him
Rat
really
with more
hard.
vigor than you.
Okay, I kick him in the
Hey!
Oh shit! Oh, no!
Hit him really hard.
Yo, stop!
I don't know who this is.
Not a fucking street rat.
No,
You
I
do.
don't.
He goes, don't ever take anything Caster says to heart. Everything he says is predetermined. He does
think you
not
guys
have
met
he
him
does not
without
have
me.
vocal
Predetermined by
he
who?
does not have vocal sentience.
Okay.4anyway,
I have
can
a.
you take us to the king? Okay.
Sorry, I had a suggestion for the den for training and stuff.
Oh yes, our training regiments
And
and
just
training
in case,
area, yes.
yeah. I mean, I didn't really see anyone there, which was strange, but enough. I think that your boards in there, your wooden boards, aren't thick enough.
Oh,
So when anyone goes in there to like test their strength or do tests, it's going to break through with ease. I mean, I assume I can't be the strongest one here, and it was like paper for me.
well, I must say, your skill sets are much more heightened than the majority of our soldiers. I mean, look at you, and look at the rest of you.
Have you? Yes. I really appreciate. I just wanted to give that suggestion. Just
I will let the
before
combat
we go.
instructor know. The reason why it's so empty though is because we're quite obviously in a downtime. He's not really training any new soldiers. In fact, the
combat in.
with everything being reformed right now, I mean, there's not a lot of things happening at the moment.
Try doors. Everyone needs to get a good door kicking training in.
Well, I haven't seen you kick a door in half yet, but that would be.
Okay. Where's the
Awesome.
nearest door?
Wait, didn't you get the door there?
You're
Where's
gonna
the
fucking
nearest
kick
door,
a random
Jared?
door open and fucking break it in the
Where's
castle.
the nearest door? I hope it's not the fucking castle gate, because I'm gonna die.
There are doors nearby.
Wooden-
There's like a door leading to the back of a nearby kitchen. Like a
Yeah, bro.
standard.
All right, you keep having your conversation. I'll get a running drop kick.
All right.
Are you
She
actually?
runs in the background. Does
Okay,
the,
make a strength check.
Okay.
does the what did you say it was? What's his name? Br'aad
It's a
broke
3.
his shin.
It's a 3.
The instructor, was that his name?
Who?
What did you call him? I just slipped
Oh
my
yeah,
mind, bro.
there's a combat instructor.
Does the combat instructor plan to join us on do you know anything about? Wow, I'm just assuming so much. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
Yeah, me neither.
What do you say?
Second try's the charm.
Tanta, can you go take care of? And he just starts stomping over to Br'aad. This like a large, rotund, grabby little robot comes over and starts picking up off the ground.
Hold me back. Hold me back.
I hold him back.
I push him forward.
I think I burned off more than a few calories. I feel like I'm missing some brain cells.
Either way, speaking of burning off calories, nutrition, food. I'm sure you guys are probably hungry. The king has actually requested you guys to have a nice luncheon with him up in his
I
quarters.
could eat a whale, but I wouldn't.
We don't have that on the menu, that's for sure. It's too blubbery. It
I
doesn't
pull out
taste
my
very
wand
well.
of wonder.
Thank God, because they're going extinct. I would be extremely
They're
upset
what?
if you had. I think they're going extinct.
They're going extinct?
That's what I've been
What did
told.
you do to
That's
the
the first
whales?
I've heard of it. Have you seen how many whalers
I
there
can't
are?
believe the whales are
It's
going
canon
extinct.
now. I'm
No,
making it
it's-
canon. I'm the druid.
I hate to break it to you, but no, they're not extinct.
Oh,
Guys,
I'm
screw Velrisa,
making
we
it
gotta
ca-
save
I'm
the
making it
whales.
canon now. The whales
The
are
whales
going
need to
extinct.
be-
In fact,
He
in this
told me.
in this
I
time
speak to the
period,
nature.
in this time period,
Mr.
whales are
Beast.
quite
Hashtag save the
vibrant
whales.
in the war. There's
Right
actually there might be too many whales, if somebody might say so.
All right, Mr. D.
There's a lot of whales.
The narwhals are going extinct.
That is true. That is still true to this day. They've always. I mean, they're extinct. They're
Are they-
endangered,
yeah.
but they've been endangered for their
Are they
entire
real?
life. Yes.
Narwhals?
What
Didn't know they
is
were real. I'm sorry.
We need to put us in the lunch
Okay,
scene.
please,
Put us in the lunch
thank
scene.
you.
Put us in lunch. Bring
Put
us
us in the
lunch,
lunch
please.
club.
No, not that one. Different podcast.
It's the wrong
What
podcast.
does a turducken look like in the wild?
What is that?
A turducken
That's
is
actually
not
so
a
funny.
real.
I'm drafting that.
Turkey,
wait,
duck,
I'm
chicken.
I'm
A
drafting that tweet.
turducken is
Hang
not a
on.
real. That's so funny. No, that is a tweet.
Turkey, duck, chicken.
Yeah, it's a chicken stuffed inside of a duck stuffed inside of a turkey.
I had no idea that
It
existed.
sadly does.
Wow.
What does a turducken look like in the wild?
That's gross.
That's such a good tweet. Fuck. All right. You guys enter
okay.
the king's quarters.
Pretty good.
Ducking.
Please.
As
for
the
love
doors
of God.
open, the king is already sitting at a. He has a private little dining area off to the side of his quarters that you guys come into. Very small little, but it's still a pretty decently sized dining table. Honestly, I say small, but it's about a normal sized dining table. But for him and the rest of this place, it's quite small. But you guys come in. There's already platters set out. Lots of very nicely roasted meats. There's roasted chickens. There's some roasted lamb. Lots of these other different selections of finely cooked meats with garnishes, soups. Honestly, just a large variety of seasonal food here for the dwarves. As you guys enter, the king's already putting a little handkerchief onto his shirt, and he goes, "Ah, you've made it just in time. They finished the lunch. Come, sit down."
I'll have a seat.
I'll have a seat.
I'll also have a seat. Do you know if you're supposed to eat before like a big battle? Is it like you don't eat, or is it like you eat a lot?
You
Do we
always
carbo load?
eat before. Hero's feast, they call it. Usually heroes eat as much as possible the night before the battle.
Isn't that afterwards when we become the heroes?
Well, there's also the afterwards,
No,
but
you eat then too.
yeah, of course, then too. But before, you must pack your protein, pack your calories, your energy.
Then you'll just be sluggish.
Ah, bollocks.
Damn, you're right. Like, that's funny.
The Middle Ages, people do not know anything about nutritional value. They don't. They're not gonna fucking know the actual correct
and
information.
neither do I.
Yeah, exactly.
So?
I eat whenever I want to. It's okay.
I eat a fuck ton.
Well, I'm pretty in
what's gonna
shape, so
happen.
I'm going to have a salad and a bunch of fish all at once.
Well, you can have as much of a.
Wow, are you eating those leaves? Can you hear their screams as they are chewed?
No, now he's thinking, does he? If you speak with plants and eat a salad, can you hear its screams?
What would Taxi eat?
Oh my god!
What would Taxi
What a
eat if he
statement
can't
that
eat
was.
animals?
I wonder
No,
what those,
no,
I wonder what that
vegetables
salad
or
is.
plants.
Okay.
I wonder what that salad is thinking right about
A
A
now.
salad is not a plant. A salad does not speak. When you speak to a plant, you're speaking to the actual plant, the thing that
I wanna
the
cast speak with
ingredients would
plants to
come
the
off
salad.
of. It wouldn't work.
I'm gonna cast speak with plants to the
It
salad.
wouldn't work. There's no plant there.
I want to
I cast animate objects on the salad. I don't do that.
You can do that because it's
That
an
would be
animate
my
object. That's true.
That'd be my 5th level spell slot.
Dude, I will cast Awaken on this goddamn salad
Okay,
right
please
now.
stop,
Don't
please.
make me do it.
You guys eat.
I'm
You guys eat
going
your
to-
lunch. You guys begin
Thank you.
eating. The king.
Thank you for a fucking dark ass story about how I ate a sentient salad.
It's messed up.
I can still hear the screams through its delicious iceberg crunches.
Dude, like seriously, like
What do you think the crunches are?
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Oh no.
what? Wait, no, seriously, what are the crunches? Like actually, when you like, why is it crunchy?
This can be what we're talking about over while we're eating. by the way,
Anyway,
before we rescue
please,
Velrisa.
please.
What is the crunch?
I don't know.
Screams.
Is it
don't
like
even
the
know.
water, or is it like
Apparently,
the
this
is
is
it
like-
like the way the
like
cells
leaf
are and like
bone?
the stalk of it? Because like the leaf is less crunchy, so maybe it's
All
like
right,
the
I
way
get
it's
it.
composed.
So it's like organs in a leaf, but this isn't even a plant.
It's leaf bones. It's gotta be leaf bones.
No, there's no way. Bones
Do you
have
think-
blood.
do you
The
in
king
them.
just
all
starts to
plants
slowly
are just-
rub his brow, just like.
Do you think plants are just screaming all the time and we
So they
can't
hit
hear
us?
them?
Well, no, because I could
This is what
totally
the
hear them
world
if
is
I
like.
wanted to.
Yeah, but like all at once, like maybe they stop
These are the
screaming
people I
right
trust
as
with
you
my
start
entire
talking
They
to
kingdom.
them.
have, they have like a moment every single, day where they eat the
First the
sunlight,
queen's
where
gone,
they
now
all
my fucking
scream
mind's gone, I
collectively.
guess.
Okay, if a tree falls in a forest, but what about if all the trees in the forest are screaming? What's the deal?
I think you would hear a bunch of trees screaming, which they don't tend to do.
I'm waiting for somebody to
I've
interrupt.
tried
loud.
twice.
Well, they kind of internalize it, and then one tree falls because...
Do it again.
Can we please stop talking about tree organs?
Not right now. You told me you were going to hurry up with all of this thinking on and whatnot, and clearly we're sitting here having a dino while
For the
Velrisa is
first
struggling
time in my entire
somewhere
life, I'm thinking clearly.
hours away.
Can we talk about the
all
subject
makes
on
sense.
hand? The matter at hand.
Please, anything but tree
I
salad.
look in my hand.
Fucking
Leaves.
figs,
There's
blood.
leaves in my hand.
Why do they crunch?
Your friend is still
Okay,
captured.
That's where we
Okay,
can end the
maybe we
bit.
should
That is a
talk about
perfect way to. That's a
Velrisa.
I
perfect way
rolled
end
to
the bit.
attack taxi. That's what I do.
No,
Your
That's
friend
what
is
I
still
do with-
captured
right
out there,
now.
and you're talking about
I kill
leaves.
Mountain.
I punch him in the mouth.
Guys, this is just super sandwich snooper sleuths. We gotta stop.
It's getting too silly again.
Super salad screaming session.
All right.
So about
Our
Velrisa
friend is out there.
suffering because she doesn't know why the leaves crunch.
No, God damn it.
No!
Shut the fuck up, taxi.
Do you think when we walk out of that plane, it's like it's giving birth?
King, please,
haven't
I'm
done it.
listening to you, please.
Please,
I'm begging you.
please, please.
What about when
All
we go
right,
in?
all
Is it
right,
we
all right, all
first?
right, all 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 right.
Are we like the tree's anal beads?
So we're the seed. This is
You can go. Go. No, we're done.
This-
Roll initiative.
Okay.
I start playing fucking battle
Natural
music.
20.
It's like,
No, I'm all
fighting?
good. I'm
The
all good.
DM.
I'm all
you're
good.
fighting me. I'm about to beat all your asses really quick.
No,
Holy
guys, this is a
shit.
serious episode. I'm good. I'm
Okay,
good.
guys, all right. You guys are eating lunch. And the king looks among you all after your amazing debate on fucking leaves. So,
all cannon.
your friend, Velrisa, right? That was her name. Yeah. You said earlier that you're already planning on going to save her already. Do you guys maybe have a plan? A
We
strategy?
have a plant. We have a plant.
a way to get there, yes.
It's gonna take a lot of bombs.
Bombs.
A lot
Bombs.
of them.
Well, we dwarves do like our explosives. We've got quite a lot.
That's what I like to hear.
I lean over to Sylvan. What the fuck is he talking about?
I don't know. But I mean, let's just
I always do. But this scares me. He said bombs and a lot
I
of them.
cast minor illusion on the table to make like a blue light hologram of the base that's rotating. So we're in the planning room.
Yes. That's cool. Let's do it.
The king goes back to
all my
cutting his
chicken.
steak. Right. Well,
as he suggests, we will be transporting via a tree, which we found.
It enhances and zooms in on the tree, which flashes red.
okay.
We entered the tree to get to which is very close to the stronghold she's captive at, and I assume this thing
I thought it was
filled with bombs. I mean, no, I know for sure his plan
Now,
is.
this is the interesting part. And the entire thing explodes. And I say, that's the end goal. But here, and I pop in live clock. This is the live clock. Hey,
live clock.
He can put pretty much anything in his mouth, which is a different pocket dimension. Now, if I fill him to the brim with bombs and fly him over the simulation. Jesus Christ! The
I start
simulation.
flicking his eyes. I start flicking him.
Does it always do that?
It always does
Get
that.
rid of it.
But he can hold. He can hold almost, I think, just so many bombs. And once we retrieve Velrisa, we can just get rid of this whole problem right then and there. I'll fly him overhead, drop every
Okay,
single
wait.
bomb.
At this point, he just drops his cutlery immediately. He's like, okay, your plan. You come in through the tree, grab your friend, and then the flying meatball monster flies past you, and it regurgitates all of my explosives into the fucking building.
Who do you think you're talking to? You're speaking with the fated.
And 10%
This is what we do.
How do you think we've got this name?
They call
What do you
us the
call this
Faded for a
operation?
reason.
Taxi is visibly sweating.
Operation Flying Meatball.
What do you call it? I need the name. It's important. It's so
You
important
know,
for story.
I haven't actually thought about the name. Do you have any good ideas, Mountain?
No, I was hoping you would say some funny shit like when I said it. I don't know, like Operation Meatball or something stupid.
Operation Meat Bomb.
I like
enough.
Operation
I like
Meat
it. I
Bomb.
like it.
I like
Operation
that one.
Meat Bomb.
That's a good one.
Okay. I think the thing is we have to figure
Operation Bon
out where...
Voyage.
Taxi! Hey! Talking?
Taxi. I thought you wanted to give Velrisa back
Bon
the bones.
Voyage.
We have to figure out where she is first. If we don't know where she is,
I
then...
thought she was in the compound.
Yeah, she's in the compound, but where?
If
Can't we just send a message like we did last time we talked to her? Or, well, you know.
She's
I don't fucking know. I don't know how
she's
that works.
too goddamn wise, so I can't spy on her.
I can
Well-
send, I can cast sending again if needed.
well, you definitely should. We definitely need to know where she is before we go.
Not yet. Let's know where she is
Now,
when we get there.
what?
No, when we get there.
Why would we?
Why?
Yeah, I think she should
Because
know
the
that we're
situation
on
could
the
change.
way.
But it takes us like literally 2 seconds to walk through a tree and get there. If
Are
we're
we going
doing
right
this,
now?
if we're doing, we should do this today.
Okay,
Yes.
let's get everything ready for our big invasion, and then, right as we're about to go, we ask where she is.
Yeah,
So that
that's
way
kinda
we
what
have
I
the
was
most
suggesting.
updated information, and whatever happens once we go through that tree, we have where she is.
Yes. Okay.
All right,
I'm with
well.
it.
I can't really say I agree with your plan. I can't really say from my
All for the
strategist
bombs.
point of view that I think it's gonna work, but I won't judge the
we're
course and
heroes.
actions of a couple of heroes. If this is what you think is the best course of action, then by all means do it.
100%.
It definitely is. And
Just
please refer to the plan by its name, though.
Captain,
important.
just
Meat bomb.
yes. Before,
Meat bomb.
curious. I mean, in case we need a plan B for bomb, which stands for bomb.
I have a plan B. More bombs.
Or then we
Yes!
need a plan C
That's
for
it. That's
Captain
plan B.
U.
You still need a
Captain
fucking plan A then before the bombs.
What did you have in mind, just in case we for some reason need a backup plan?
Well, if
that you made up,
if you're-
Mr. Strategy.
If you're heading out now, I can't say how useful I'll be, as me and my men cannot walk through a tree.
Yes, you can. Of
Why
course you
not?
can.
Well, we could come with you at yours, but that's all the men you could take with you as much will fit.
All of them. It's a tree.
The casting time on is what, 5? How long is the transport via plants? How long does it last? Because it depends on how people can walk through a tree that amount of time.
I don't know, but I feel like 5 minutes.
It's,
Yeah, you get a lot
it's
of
one
people in
round
5 minutes.
actually, so it's 3 seconds. It's 3 to 6 seconds.
Wait, I thought it's
Definitely
6
six.
seconds.
Yep.
Give us a small unit of elite soldiers.
So the
And
tree,
we'll-
the
yeah,
tree
we
portal
can-
will be
6
open in
seconds.
6. It'll be open for 6 seconds.
We could absolutely fit like
Yes.
a
And
couple
if
more.
you don't make it, you just get stuck inside the tree for the rest of your life.
Hey, hold on. Let's think about
let's
this. We
Or
should
inside of the
grab
tree dimension.
Specific. What the fuck is a tree dimension?
I don't want to know, and neither do you.
I think
I
it's
don't
the
know.
place we
You
were
don't
Tree
know.
powers
Find
activate.
I can't fucking my minor illusion.
we're
My
really
minor illusion expands and it has these like slots, and I'm like, I've calculated how many we can take with us. We're gonna need a team, and it fills in 4 of those slots with Silnan, Br'aad, Mountain, and Taxi. And how many other people could we fit in and under in the 6 second
So
duration?
if you guys are taking Onder, so the thing is, we already have so many people. So we have, if we go down the line,
I will carry Br'aad to
you cannot.
Incredible.
The portal is just big enough for someone to walk through.
Just a question for Onda.
So you guys will be walking single file into it, 100%.
Is
Yeah,
this,
but if we like run really
no,
fast,
we'll be
like-
running.
Well, yeah.
We'll be running
Yeah,
to
we'll be
maximize how many we can take
Yes.
through.
Then I would say
how much can he
Dashing,
use
if you
this ring for each day.
We don't have a get back plan.
Well,
We have
So
a blow
moving
everything up
through,
plan.
walking into this thing, we're going to have first, obviously, as you have to have, we're going to have Br'aad, Silnan, of
course.
I'm Br'aad.
Mountain,
The leader of the
Taxi.
I'm Br'aad,
On top
jumping
of that,
guy.
we'll have Onder, Hilltree probably. I would assume if Hilltree's coming.
yeah.
So that's already
Hilltree can easily be strapped into a
yeah,
harness.
that's easily 6 people. That's already 6 bodies moving through. So that's a bit of time being wasted. I would say
Everybody takes more than half a second
Where's
is a
Jack?
waste of space.
Doesn't matter, but
Jack doesn't have to come. Jack doesn't
so.
I honestly feel like we shouldn't take Hilltree.
I would say at most
this fireball
you can
thing he did? That
probably
might be
bring,
useful
if
for the
you're
bombs.
lucky, 2 people with you. Maybe a third, but that is pushing. That is heavily pushing your guys' 6 seconds to
Are we
get
gonna-
through.
Are we gonna have to roll for how many people get through? or something?
The people at the very end, as it's closing,
That's
would
not
have
how
to.
the spell works.
well, good luck, idiots. I make
Because after
I
6
put,
seconds, the portal will just disappear.
So there's 3 blank slots. Who do we know is the most efficient, and who do we trust?
I think we could bring that medic. Wasn't there a medic?
Yeah, that was a medic.
What is he going to do, though?
Octavius.
It didn't really
Octavius.
look like he had any kind of prowess in combat.
He's a healer,
Well,
though.
Not in combat, but we don't have Velrisa. She's not here to heal us.
We will
need
have
somebody.
Velrisa, though.
Not going in.
The
is what I'm
spore
saying.
the spore guy appears on the board.
Well,
It's a mugshot of him, and it's rotating.
we can take him,
Okay.
but he's not going to stay with us once we
Now,
have her.
who next?
What is he gonna do when he's there? He's
I mean,
just gonna stay.
he's just tagging. I don't know who promised him a forever partnership, but no.
No, we didn't do that. I'm just saying.
For
he should
now,
come.
yeah, for this mission, yeah.
Hey, if he wants to help us, this is a great way to.
Well,
And
sure.
he will probably die anyway.
All
so it's-
right, and that's a great attitude to have. Now, who next?
Who
Ragnar,
else do we
what
know?
What of the captain who was not in great shape when we brought him here?
He's still on the road to recovery. Our priests have been doing what they can. He's doing better. They're getting a lot more movement from his fingers and more of his upper body. His legs, not so much, they're still very unresponsive, but they have high hopes. Magic is a beautiful thing.
It doesn't sound like fighting shit.
No,
though.
not right now.
chirp. Let's get chirp. Do I hear chirp anywhere? Do I
Chirp. Yeah, we
Chirp.
could
Chirp.
bring
Yes, of course. How did I not think of such a
Chirp
thing?
is very big.
And then chirp.
So he'll take longer. So I'd say if you guys add Chirp
Fuck.
and the Doctor, that's probably your fill. I would say.
Chirp is extra wide.
The
I'm
doctor
okay.
rode on top of Chet.
They wouldn't make it through the portal. Probably not. I don't think it'd be
Does
tall.
they count it as one?
If they're one man.
What if I rode on top of Chirp? Because that's
What if everyone rode on top of
Look,
chirp?
I don't think we need very many NPCs to do this, so we could just do this.
Let's just
I
go
mean,
on
I mean,
alone.
This is the
with
plan.
this,
No, this is
with
the
this,
plan.
you guys
Here's the
have
plan.
3+1s. You guys have 3 new temporary party members for this mission with Onder, Chirp, and the Doctor. So that's a pretty full party.
Let's get it, dude. Let's get out of here. Come on now.
Don't
I
say
need to get
that.
the pet. I need to get the pet. I need to get to the pear tree and cast a spell.
before
No,
we go,
first we need the bombs.
and with bombs, and we also need to know, what of the queen? What should we be expecting? What are some weaknesses? How can
At that point, the table falls pretty silent as the king just looks down at his plate. The queen, yeah, Mira. She is a very strong caster. I don't know what will come. I don't know what will happen. I fear for not just your lives, but everyone's. She is not a force I've ever wanted to reckon with, or ever thought I'd have to.
I can.
But do you know of any possible weakness? Like, does fire hurt
Fire
her
will
more?
not hurt her. In fact, I wouldn't suggest even trying anything fire-based. That's one of her expertise.
So, well,
Maybe
that's
What if
Sorry,
I
kinda
like my whole
stabbed her?
Maybe it'll-
What if I stabbed
That's
her?
fine. Stab as much as you'd like. I would say the only
Great.
things to
Sure,
avoid
please.
wouldn't be fire. Fire does not really do much. Try to use any weapons that are magical, enchanted, blessed in any way. That would help.
Was she always fanged? Or was this new to you? New information?
Mira,
Because fanged is, I mean, we just ran into a vampire not too long ago. Although I probably
Sure
chipped
we
one
did.
of those fangs. Punched him.
Mira,
One of my greatest glories.
Okay, settle down.
Mira is
I
not
know.
exactly mortal. No. She.
Oh. Isn't that like
kind of.
really bad
Yes.
for like the government system to be based around
You think
immortal?
I don't know this?
Or a demon?
I mean,
She's not a demon.
Or what,
Well-
what is she?
I don't really know what she is. All I know is it was.
Doubt.
It was. That'd be 12 years ago, 13 years ago from now, is when it happened the first time. It was a late night. I had been out drinking, admittedly. I came home to the sounds in the walls, the scratching, the screaming, the begging, agonizing sounds I'd never thought I'd ever hear. I went back to outer room.
Sounds like a normal night for me.
I went back to outer room, our bedroom, and there she was, just sprawled out on the floor, seemingly lifeless, not moving.
Never mind.
She was doing some kind of ritual.
Oh.
There was
Wow.
markings on the ground, some made with white chalks, others with blood. Blood that wasn't all just her own. I don't know. I've never had the gall to ask or to delve in deeper. I just knew that it was dark arts. Things I never wanted to associate with. But she did. She told me it would do nothing but help her. The longer she lives, the more time she has to be in power. The more time she has to lead people, right?
You, sir, that sounds, oh, wow. I think that just knowing that you had to go through that and still choose to somehow support her,
I tried everything I could, I thought. I thought she was different from her mother. That's for sure.
well, I have gained a little bit of respect, I guess. But also, that sucks. Because, our experience with, I guess, darker arts and people associated with those has
That
been
they never work.
very
They
unpleasant.
never mix well. They're dark arts for a reason. They're forbidden for a reason. The things they do to the body, the mind, the way they stretch and tear at your own feelings and your own resolve.
I think we know.
No one should have to go through that. No one should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
I'm just wondering...
Either way, I don't want to get my emotions ahead of me. She made these choices. Her position has always been a thirst for more power. She's always wanted to be stronger, more feared, more people behind her listening to her every word. She's always had that leadership about her, that need to be in charge.
I hate people like that.
It's something I could never stop. What am I to do? The king in a matriarchy? What am I to tell her to change who she is? I would be
Well,
beheaded, hung, cast away.
I
In a
mean-
land like this,
this,
I have limited choices.
Ooh,
So
you're on
you-
your way to get back. Sorry.
You knew that she was engaging with the dark arts. What makes you turn on her now?
I've been trying for many years behind her back, but with what's been happening, I doubt it was truly behind her back. But I had been sending scouts, hiring guards and people behind the scenes to find some cure, find some way to revert her back to the way she was, but they always came up empty. I could never get any information. The book she read, the ritual she did, who, why. I decided to more so just give it up and put my trust in her, hoping she did it for the right reasons. But I was a fool for that.
So, if we see her and the opportunity arises to take her life, should we take it?
The option is very hard for me to say. The way it
I
sits in
think,
my mind is just not correct, but as my fathers have said before me, and how my sons ahead of me will say as well, these people, they need us. They need a leader who cares about them. And if the leader in charge right now is doing these things to hurt them, then by all means take her head.
I don't think Anda over here was going to give anyone that option anyways.
I was gonna kill her no matter what.
As I thought.
It's not
so
your place.
We don't even have to. Well, there's no really a place for killing someone. It's just kind of how and you don't think like a tiger is in the right place to kill a certain gazelle. It just doesn't. Just kind of happens. Whoever gets to it, it's wrong. Sometimes I don't know. It's very complicated. I just figured he was going to do it, and there's no way I could stop him. So
it's not really that
if what I
complicated.
know,
well, it can be if you overthink it.
Well, is a tiger going to overthink it?
Like what you're doing right now?
Will a tiger overthink its choices?
Well, a tiger has a little bit less of like a consciousness, like
Yeah, a tiger has no moral compass.
He just kind of relies on
a tiger has no ideas of good or evil, now does it?
Which is, I mean, in some way it's a little freeing, but also dangerous because it's good that we have the ability to think on these things.
Sure, if that's what you want to say.
I just want.
What is happening?
I don't know. Well, can we go? Are we ready to go yet?
Just like, what the fuck?
How did we get here? I'm so lost.
I still want to go
gonna lose
fucking
my
back
hair.
to Quinn's shop and buy something quickly.
I'm going to be a hairless.
Right. Anyway, without your weird metaphors and speech, listen, you've got a long road ahead of you. Got a long road ahead of you. Br'aad, I'll send some men down and get your bombs ready for you. I'll get as many as I can. I don't know what the armor is looking like.
Meat bomb.
But
Meat bomb.
before the sun sets, before evening arrives, I suppose it's high time you're on your way, right?
You should still send some men after us, just in case we need backup at some point. Who
We can
knows?
try
Maybe
what
we'll-
we can, but they won't get there anytime soon. We don't have the means to travel the other way you are, but we will certainly
We
be
don't
sending
need
That
men
doesn't work for
towards the
us.
compound, regardless of whether or not you return.
Here's hoping we
I
return.
pray for your return. I pray for nothing but
We
your
will
victory.
return, Silnan.
What happened to your voice?
You hear that in the
Tansy?
back of your head from Grizzly.
So,
Wow.
now for the sake
Oh,
of this
God.
beautiful thing called brevity, for the love of all that is holy,
Yes.
does
Where are we
anybody
going?
want to do anything before we get ready to set off?
I wish
you
to
want
shop.
shop?
Go first.
What are you
You go
wanting to
first.
shop for? What are you wanting to buy,
Yes.
sell?
I want to buy that dagger if I have that money.
That what,
for it.
Condi?
Fuck you, Bisley. I will kill you.
get him every
I will
time.
come to your house.
What are you gonna kill me with, Gandhi? Gandhi, what are you gonna kill me with?
What are you gonna kill
With
him
my
Gandhi?
dagger.
Ah, Canadian!
You know? Huh? Oh, you like that?
Okay, well.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Well,
Fuck
you get
you.
the dagger.
Man. So much fuss over one little dagger. What's the deal?
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Is Taxi okay?
Who's
Is he having like a
that?
mental breakdown?
Taxi's having a breakdown.
I haven't
I don't know
slept.
what happened.
So,
Like you went to go work out and you've been like fucking
dude,
different man since.
my
been
brain
like-
isn't functioning properly in person. Like, it's
It's
so
really
hard.
funny. It's really funny.
Okay,
I know, I think
okay,
it's
okay,
hilarious.
Silnan, you grab
Yes.
the Quinn calling bell. You ring it.
Ring it. Ding, ding, ding.
I'm gonna assume you're probably somewhere in the castle. You're sitting down in one of the
Yeah,
dining
yeah.
rooms, and as you ring it, the nearby door comes kicking open with a force that is just absolutely out of this world, and Quinn comes falling into the room.
Hey, I need to buy a dagger.
Oh my god, I was asleep. No, I wasn't. I don't sleep. What?
Yeah, I'm looking to buy that dagger.
Oh, yes, Silnan. Wonderful. Right this way, right this way, right this way. And he,
And I go. Let's
yeah, we are.
brevity this shit.
You once again into the same familiar bizarre emporium. This time, it looks a little different almost every time you come in. Almost like the rooms are redecorated or rearranged in some way.
I see you've done some interior decoration in here. So where'd that tree
Oh,
go?
no, it's still there. And he points at the tree that's just broken over the front counter.
There it
Yeah, I
is.
can't fucking get rid of it. What am I supposed to do? I'm all skin and bone, minus the skin. How am I supposed to break a bloody tree?
That's a good one.
Anyway, it's a dagger, right?
You don't have like an... Yes. Yeah, the one with the
Fuck.
dice.
Oh, yeah.
hanging off
Let me
of it,
find that
yeah.
dagger.
For the sake of brevity, let me know afterwards if he's got any bombs.
You don't need magic bombs.
Any magic bombs.
For the sake of brevity,
Trying to find that.
I'm just
For the
wondering.
sake. I'm just wondering if he has any Rick and Morty expansion bombs. From the Rick and Morty.
Actually, speaking of armor, is there any like good light armor that's affordable?
Light armor? I can get you. I can get you in a second. I just need to find this dagger first. Like genuinely.
Baba booey.
I have found it. Okay, so it's called Daffy's. Daffy's Lucky Dagger,
Oh.
and it is a +3, not a +2.
I sure hope so.
It is
Otherwise,
that's why it's so
nothing
expensive. It's a
would be
+3 magic weapon. That you also
I
get
see.
a +1 bonus to all your saving throws.
What the fuck?
So that's why it's so god.
How much money was
Let's
it?
find out.
16,000 gold, 6 platinum, 6 platinum, 5
Oh yes,
platinum.
okay. You were looking for good old Daffy's dagger. Always hated that guy.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, it's quite a nice one, isn't it? It's fucking for you, Silnan. Give it to you for 1,800. How about that?
1,800. Okay. Yeah, I'm in. I have 180 platinum.
That's fine with me. I'll convert it whenever I
Cool.
get around to it.
Do you have any light armor? That's good.
Light armor,
That's another thing. Yeah, that's the last thing, then I'm outta here.
Light armor.
Sunan, could you ask him for some braces?
Taxi, you're not
Like
there
arm
right now.
guards.
Taxi wants some
No,
braces.
before Sunan left, I asked him to ask Quinn about
Silnan,
it.
are you still at McDonald's? Are you still there? Can you ask him if he has any Big
Give
Macs?
a monk a bit of more AC if you wanted to buy me something, maybe, I don't know.
Some bracers.
Yeah, like little, like, not armor, but guards, because I don't wear
Arm
armor.
bra-
So
arm
something
guards,
just give like
yeah,
a plus
okay.
1 or 2 to AC or something.
And also bracers. Yes, Taxi mentioned that while he was talking about the crunch of salad.
Br'aad mentioned the
No,
bombs.
I was talking about the meaning of life and death and all these kinds of...
You've talked about a lot of things today, Taxi.
I'm just getting prepared. Mentally, of course.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, 1 second.
This is how I do. You know this is how I do, Sonnen.
These are strange
Armor
times.
really quick. This is the only thing about the magic item shopping that sucks, is that there's so many magic items.
That
There
sucks.
are a
It takes
lot.
bit, yeah.
Here we go.
Gives me the amulet of rock power.
No, it's dumb.
I want to eat rock.
No, I rock power activate them. Rock
Here we
power.
go. He goes, well, for you, Silnan, If you want something special, then how about something like this? And he reaches behind one of the counters and he pulls out this this armor that it looks like it's made almost out of like the scales of a dragon. The way it's very reptilian in shaped, but it's light and leather, like it's been leathered through the scales. You see it's very dark, very black in color with these spinal like spikes that come out the sides. And as he pulls it up, there's naturally almost like this shadow like purpley energy just dripping off the sides. It looks like a coagulated, almost like a liquid version of a shadow, and it very slowly droops, and then when it goes towards the ground and hits the ground, it just like hits the ground like a puddle, almost like vapor. It hits and like little vapor hits the ground and then slowly fades into the air, leaving behind no trace.
Wow, that looks cool. Okay, yeah.
Oh, well, this is hide armor. It's made from an ambush drake. Right.
Wow.
So this will, and then he just stands up straight. This will give you, no, but the
This will
NPCs,
give you
the ambush drake hide armor. But no, it is made from the hide of an ambush drake. While wearing this armor, you gain a +2 bonus to your AC and have advantage on stealth checks.
I like that. I like having better stealth.
That's excellent.
Yeah, why, how much is it?
Like you need that.
I don't, but
You will never be detected
Oh,
by
well,
anything ever again, dude.
I could give it to you for just
One
a
gold.
measly little 653.
653. You drive a hard. How about 550?
Persuasion check.
18 plus 7, 25.
Shove it up your ass.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
You're
sure.
on bottom with me. I don't have skin. What do I have to lose?
Your bones, fool.
I mean, you lost your ring
Oh,
finger.
that's true.
earlier,
That's
so-
true. But you gotta get it back from me. Which okay. Oh, you know what? 625.
Wait, I thought. Wait, is that going up? Where was it at
653.
before? I'm really confused. Oh, yeah, sure, whatever. I can deal with that.
All right. Do you have that on you right now? Perfect. Wonderful.
Yes,
625.
I do. I give him 50 platinum and 125 gold.
Okay, now if you look to your inventory to add equipment, you should see Daffy's Lucky Dagger and Ambush Drake Hide Armor are both addable.
God, that's so sick.
Hell yeah, money.
You're kitted out, bro.
I don't have enough for that thing anymore, taxi. So yes, good luck.
Well, fuck. I guess I'll be off then. I need to just do one thing before we get going.
What's that?
Just
What's
one thing I need to check, just real quick. I need to... King Ragrum. Right? Ragrum?
Yes, King Ragrum.
Where's your post office? Before we go into this
If you're looking
stronghold where we
for
could die.
if you're looking for the couriers, there should be one.
Letterman.
There should be one near the front of the castle. If you look for the front desk, there should be at least somebody there who can take a message to give to a courier. If that's what you're asking for.
Well, I'm more wanting to know if I receive one
Oh,
here.
yes. You should head forward. Just right down the road from the castle here. There should be a courier post. A post. Yes.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yes, no problem. Look for
Bye-bye.
red roof. Red
No,
roof.
I don't need this. Go.
Okay, bye.
Okay, red roof. Got it.
Uh,
I double my
you dash
speed.
down the
so I
road
can be
at
back as
lightning
quickly
speeds
as
like
possible.
Sonic the Hedgehog. You see very small little
rolling around at the speed of
very
sound.
small one-story tan brick squared building with these with red outlining on the roof and walls with a triangular sort of pyramid-like roof on the top. With several little tiny windows, almost like little doorways that come out of that pyramid roof at the top. And as you're running up, you see an Eric Hawker go fluttering out from it, flying off somewhere in a random direction.
What the fuck? Okay. I knock on a window. I don't know.
You can go.
Hello?
One of the windows opens and an Eric Hawker peeks out and goes, yes.
I don't. Okay, so I sent a letter via an animal a while back ago, and I told said person that I was going to be coming here. If they, but the animal probably is dead by now because that's how the spell works, and I don't know if they're going to be able to get to me.
Okay.
Slow
Slow down. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret here, my friend. I only lived for a few years. I don't have time to sit here and listen to this. What's your name?
Taxi.
All right, taxi. I'll be right back and tell if you have a fucking letter or not. And then this window slams shut.
Well, damn, right? Guess there really is something different about life and death, and only 3 years.
And then the window opens, and he comes back down and he's like, all right, I have a letter here for one taxi the tabaxi.
Give it.
Here you are.
All right.
All right, anything else?
Do I have to pay for this or anything?
No, it's free.
Oh, man, have a great rest of your life.
Yeah, it'll last a couple more years, probably.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Yeah, it's my job, I fucking guess.
That's all I needed. I'm not going to read it right now. I am going to pocket it in my little scarf area or whatever. Just gonna keep it.
And now, does anybody else have anything they need to do as Taxi gets his letter from the post?
Yeah,
right.
baby. I'm in Quinn's shop too. Quinn, we're going on the most dangerous mission yet. I'm gonna need your most powerful bombs.
You want? Bombs.
Oh yeah.
I can see what I have in the stock. I can't promise you much. I've never been a big fan of bombs.
Something in here has got to be able to blow up.
Oh, there's quite a few things, and one of them's about to be fucking me. All right, wonderful, wonderful. Let me see. Bombs, explosives, big booms, kapows. What do we got?
Give me your favorite Big Boomy.
His name is Big Boomy.
Boomy shoomy. Gotta get the loony toony boomy stick, you know what I mean?
What is this?
Give me rocket launcher.
I want to do something cool, but I feel like it's too big brain.
Do it. What is it?
That one doesn't work.
I want to get a bag of holding and fill it with like gunpowder, and then put a bunch of stuff in it and make it a cannon. Shoot stuff out of it.
No.
Would that even work?
Not with the
Would
bag
that
of
work?
holding. Basically, the way the bag of holding works is you put a bunch of things in there. They get magically stored in a little pocket dimension, but also they're kind of like magically slotted, so you can just pick out whatever you fucking want. But if you turn the bag inside out, everything comes out. All at once.
Everything, yeah. Everything that's in the bag.
And if you go in there, you'll suffocate.
What if I light a match and put it in there?
The fucking match will just go extinct.
I don't have a lot when it comes to bombs.
I was gonna say the match would go extinct.
Why?
It's just not a common thing. What we have here, very common. He pulls out it's a small little satchel that with the side of it just has like little there's like holders for vials, and there's like several little vials that have this orange liquid in it. He goes, these are called bombs of the alchemist bombs, I believe. Very simple little vials. You chuck them, 2d6 fire damage.
Let's blow shit up.
He just says that. What is
I don't know what it means, but it's what the label says. It's what they tell me. It's what they tell me to say.
Yeah, how much for all those?
Oh, I can give you a pack of 7 for say I'll give them to you for 110 gold. 7 of them.
110 gold? Deal. Seven
Yes.
of those. Just easy. What else do you have that can explode?
I have acid bombs.
How much was that? 107?
110 gold for 7 of
110?
them.
Okay.
And then I also have acid bombs. They are exactly what they sound like.
I'll take your stock.
I have 10 of them.
Very good. How much are those?
10. Let's see. They do. You throw them into an area that's in range. For range, it's 60 feet. Each creature within 5 feet, DC 12 Dex save, or they take 2d6 acid damage. So I'll give you 10 of them. I say 100 and 140 gold call it a day.
Oh well, I'm buying in bulk, so just consider. All right, 130 sounds good.
I'm gonna be poor.
That's not how this works at all.
Better be happy I don't have a wife and kids, because they'd be angry with me. Give me such a discount.
So, do you have any more bombs?
I'm afraid that's really all I have. I have. You want one of these? And then he pulls out another bomb that's it's small, circular, and black, but the sides of it have little bat wings coming out the side, one on each side.
That looks promising. What's that?
Oh, you'll never guess what this does. And he throws it against the wall, and it turns into a swarm of bats. It's a bunch bunch of fucking bats!
Why is it so many bats?
And then the room just gets filled with bats.
Bad.
Why is the room filled with?
The bats are feral and crazy, and they're.
I can't even buy it now. It's all just bats around us, Quinn.
Yeah, well, I'm out of time. Bye.
Bye.
And then as the bats take over your vision, you get kicked out of the door, very hurriedly pushed out.
Oh,
And
bats.
you're back onto the material plane.
Oh, bats.
Does that make it up for everybody? Also, the king gives you 5 fire bombs as well.
Thank you so much, dude.
So that should give I almost said Brom instead of Br'aad. I should give Br'aad all the bombs he needs.
No.
And with that, you guys meet. The time now, it's approaching the evening. You step out into the back garden of the castle. And there, sitting all on its own at the end of a path, is a large pear tree.
There a partridge in it?
There's no partridge in this pear tree, no. I hate to break it to you, but there's just not.
Damn.
It's a very, very beautiful
upsetting.
tree, though. As you come up to it, all the leaves themselves are a very nice white. It's a beautiful looking tree. Pear trees are fucking amazing. Cool. They're cool looking. Anyway.
Onda, ring me. What spell?
Are you asking for my hand in marriage?
Give me the goddamn spell.
If so, I'm sorry. I'm taken by the life that I live.
You have a way with words. If you weren't the bringer of death, you should be a poet. Please, let's go.
He takes his mechanical arm as he opens it up. The small little gemstone pops out of the ring finger once more. This time he actually just takes it out. And he goes,
Hand me your staff.
Okay, sure.
He takes the staff, and then he takes the gemstone and he lays it in his right palm. And as he does, it starts to shine a little bit. He grabs a hold of the hilt of the staff and just starts pressing really hard into the side of the hilt. And when he releases his grasp, the gemstone is embedded into the side of it.
Okay.
And you can now cast Transport via Plants through your staff once a day.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
that's sick.
That's really cool.
What? That's dope.
We can go places.
As he pulls it back, he goes to hand it to you, and then he pulls back again for a second, Taxi.
Wait, you said once a day?
Yes. Transfer via
Yes.
Plants is a very high level spell.
Wow. That's
You guys are getting it for
stuck there
free
for a
right now,
day.
essentially, and it's just like you're not supposed to have in your repertoire yet. So
I'm never supposed to have it at ever.
And we're gonna be stuck where we go for it.
Yeah, I'm talking about right now where we're going. We're gonna be stuck there for a day.
at most.
Okay.
But he goes to hand you your staff back, Taxi. But as he does, he pulls it back again, and he goes,
What I was talking about before, during your lunch with the king. I have a few words I want to say to you, Taxi, before I give you such a gift. You are a lot stronger than you may think. It's something I've noticed while I've watched you. I've seen you train. I've seen you fight. I've seen the personality and the gall that lies behind those frightened eyes. What I was trying to tell you is something that you need to hold to yourself for a very, very good reason. What I was saying about tigers. A tiger does not perceive good or evil. A tiger does not think on its actions because it has no idea on what is right or what is wrong. It does what comes naturally to the tiger. Before it pounces on its prey, it does not dwell over it. It does not think about whether or not the prey deserves it. The tiger's doing what is natural to the tiger. I know you have a lot of ailments pressing on your brain, on your mind. I'm sure you've been through things you've never wanted to be through. You've seen things you've never wanted to see. But all I'm asking of you, and at this point he hands the staff back to you. All I'm asking of you is to do what comes naturally to Taxi. Don't overthink it. Do
I almost
what you think
started.
is right.
Okay. Yes.
Don't overthink it.
I'm trying.
When
You
the
just keep telling me that
situation
I'm going to-
comes, when you feel those emotions, he gets really close at this point as he hands as you grab the staff with your hand. He almost presses it into your chest as he's giving it to you. I want you to pounce when the time comes. I want you to do what comes naturally.
Okay, you know, this is really conflicting because I've spent like many years trying not to do what you're telling me to do. But I mean, if it's for Velrisa, it's for Velrisa. I do appreciate the gift. Oh, we should go.
Yes. Start the portal taxi. And
Right.
he starts stepping back.
Okay. I just look like very tensely over to the party.
I'm just shoving bombs in Live Clock's mouth.
Okay.
And I assume we have Fungo Man and Chirp here with us.
Yes, at this point as well. At this point, Taunter would be running up with Into. He would have Chirp and
Yes.
Dr. Octavius.
Perfect.
God, what's a cool way to flavor open a portal to a tree with a staff?
Spin the staff and then have the portal
No, that's
open.
Doctor Strange.
Or slash the tree and then it goes.
I was thinking about that too, but hold on.
I am here for the meeting. What are we doing?
Well, I'm going to open this tree.
Killing shit.
That sounds
Make a big
wonderful.
flower. Make a big flower that opens up, and instead of a stomata, it's a portal.
Okay, Jared. I'll leave it up to you.
Okay.
I take my staff and I just kind of like, I've never done this before as a druid, so I just tap the gem part of the staff onto the tree and I cast it.
Okay. Taxi steps forward, walking up to this pear tree. As the new gem that's found its home in the staff of trees, you step forward, the gem begins to glow. And as it does, you put your hands firmly on the base of your staff, putting it hard against the ground as the gem begins to glow, more vibrant, more colorful. You feel this energy, this spell you've never casted before. You know what druidic energy feels like, so you know when to detect it immediately. You feel that natural magic, that arcane flowing through you, that druidic energy, but it starts to feel like too much. You feel your forearms and biceps start to just tense and flex almost entirely subconsciously to the point where your muscles start to hurt. You feel your hands and arms begin to shake as you're holding on to the staff, trying to focus this energy. It takes a lot out of you, but you cast the spell. In a flash of white light, you see this arcing energy start to spiral and zigzag off of the walkway in front of you, dancing around the cobblestone, heading up towards the tree. And as it hits the tree, the air around you goes silent. And then the sound of rippling comes through. Starting from the base of the trunk, moving all the way up, you hear what sounds like something sewn being ripped in half, threads being torn directly in two, as the entire center part of the trunk begins to rip open like a piece of paper and just slowly unfold, opening outwards towards you, making this small triangular doorway right in the center of the tree trunk. All you can see looking at it, you don't see through it, you don't see inside of it, you just see this glowing yellow light bursting out from inside the tree towards you, almost blinding as you look directly into it. Everybody averts their eyes for a second, then they look back, seeing the sparkles and the glow coming through this radiant energy, this natural energy.
On delay, amigos.
Yo, hurry, now, move through, before it's too late.
Ander, send the message. Where's Velrisa?
We'll send it when we get there. Now.
6 seconds.
Okay.
Everybody runs through.
I'm through.
As you all run through,
I've
Ander
swan
holding
dived.
up the very end, Thunder standing here waiting for Bears to get through before he squeezes his large mass through the doorway as well. Everybody just making it in. The yellow light around you feels warm. It feels welcoming. It feels like home. For a second, as you walk into this doorway, you swear you feel your feet hit like barefoot onto grass. That feeling of your feet touching this dry grass as it crumbles beneath you. It feels almost soothing. It feels welcoming. And the next thing you know, you feel your boots fall heavy into snow. You feel the coldness around you. You feel snow whipping in all directions. The cold, bitter bite of winter. And as the vision in front of you, the light fades and you get bearing of your situation. That's where we're going to end the episode. You've made it to the end of the episode. That means you should be rewarded with something. So, here's a list of really cool people who give us money. Shout out to Lil Miss Monarch. All narwhals horny. It's not true, actually. That's kind of insensitive. Andrew Grabbert. Angel Fluff. Arcteal. Asteria. Bearded Baguette. Bella. Ben. Teabag. Br'aad. Broad Believer 123. Bugsy Burners. Cadis. Charlie Vangalore. Chris Buck. Colby. Colton Bradburn. Cool Man Dude Man. Coric. Corn Files. Critical Miss. Cool. Curious Cosplayer. Daisho 420. Darnell the Cat. David. Diamo Sath. Dessert Pen 15. Drop Shockers. Divinator. Edgy Moss. Ender Jensen. Ethan Bell. Finnessy. Flimsy Dread. George Dolby. Get some sleep, Condi. Ginger Nopples. Giovanni's Meatballs. Give Br'aad a kiss. Godspeed, Iron Bucket. Halmy. Hard Corgi. Heck, Iron Bucket. All my homies hate Iron Bucket. You say. Hyper Retron. I'm a master baiter. That's funny. Imperative. It's drifty. Jack Armour. Jay Newell. Jessifer. Jewboy. Josh Patachik. Jurgen Lettner, the book collecting dust eating rat. Justice Jones. Katie Bean. Kayak. Kayla. Killer Queen. Kira M. Kitsune. Kodo Kai. Lyric Arabate. Lego Yoda. Let's get this broad. Logan Busby. Lottie. Lumi. Lyric Normal. Mania Joe. Mason McTier. Master Methius. Mayfair. Megan. Melianito. Michael. Mirren. Mirth. Mountains Thunder Thighs. Mr. Woods. Munchin Knight. Nova Rosewood. Nuggets. Oathkeeper. Oh, that's a hoot. One Sock Thief. Oofy. Up the Peeps. Paco El Taco. Pariah Purple. Pickle. Pie Incorporated. Persisted Crib. Pun Boy and Pin Girl. Purple PDF. Quiver. Rags. Red Ice. Rocky. Riker Kurotu. Raylia. Salutation. Chardang. Scout Trees. Seth Etherton. Shiny Boy. Sid Hudson. Scracky. Slatica Gaming. Squeegee Man. Storm. Silnan's Literacy. Silvo. Tate Roton. Thievy McSneakyson. The Big Motherfucking Cheese. Tinkerbell. Tiny PP. Hold on. Tiny PP Little Wee Wee. Yeah, I read that right. Tiny Mr. Man. Ture Value Sins. Vatic. Von Dreher. Vroom. Wholesome. _ Wilbur Dunham. And last but certainly not least, Yeshua Bonadio. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, we'll see you next time on Just Roll With It. Thanks for tuning in.